Oh, hi there. Hello, friends. Good evening. How's everybody doing? It's weird to not have any like menu music or anything going on here because I don't have a game up tonight. Also, I'm fashionably late. Which is to be expected, I suppose, at this point in my tenure on this platform, these platforms. Naga, you showed up just in time. I literally only just appeared, so you're good. You're good. What's up, Drake? Howdy, howdy. Good to see y'all. Good to see everybody here. Thanks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your patience, as always. I feel like I always have an excuse when I'm late, and I do tonight as well. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to know? It's not like outrageous or anything. Sarah and I were sitting there finishing our dinner. Granted, running a bit late. It's about 10 minutes to 9 when I had intended to start streaming. Royal, our cat, was outside in the backyard, and we normally see her going back and forth past the patio door. She kind of just hangs out there and chases little lizards and whatever. Anyway, we see a cat come on up. We're like, oh, hey, Royal. And we're like, wait, that's not Royal. And it was a different cat. It was our neighbor's cat, the neighbor that the former owner of Royal. These neighbors have 3 other cats, but these 3 other cats are all indoor cats. They're all supposed to be indoor cats. And so I saw this cat there. This is their other cat, Arthur, and he's also a ragdoll, like Royal, but he's a big boy. Male ragdolls can get really big, and he is a chonker. He's not necessarily like overweight, he's just hefty. And so I was like, Arthur, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be out here. And so I went out to scoop him up because presumably he had escaped from our neighbor's place. And he went and he hid under the love seat out in our backyard, our patio love seat, you know. And but I look, and Royal is down there as well. They're just hanging out together, which is really cute because you know, obviously Royal and Arthur know each other well because they, you know, had the same owner for a long time. Arthur's a lot younger. He's maybe a year and a bit old, I think. Anyway, point is, I scoop him up and I'm like, I'm gonna take you home because I don't think you're supposed to be out here. And then our neighbor shows up. She's like, yeah, he's been hanging out for like the last half hour. I've just had him out here. He's just exploring. And I was kind of like, I thought he was supposed to be an indoor cat, but I guess it was like supervised exploration time. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we did pass him back to her, and she's like, yeah, I should probably take him back in. And anyway, then we got into a whole conversation with the neighbor. And that's what I'm saying is what made me late. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Actually, I also spent a little bit of time trying to figure out the best way to do tonight's stream, because tonight I was planning to not play any video games, but to instead watch some trailers of video games that I might eventually be able to play. Because, friends, it is Video Game Christmas. It is the Summer Games Fest season, formerly the E3 season. And as you may know, if you follow these things, this past week has been just bursting with exciting announcements and reveals and you know, gameplay reveals and all kinds of stuff for the games we are going to be able to play over the next while. And so this is always an exciting time of year for me, but I have been so busy this week because I'm preparing to go do some field work in a little over a week. And so and I'll be away for a couple of weeks. I think I've mentioned that here before, but just for the sake of, yo, what's up? Just for the sake of yo, what's up? Lionheart. Lionheart. Okay, first of all, welcome on in. Lionheart, the pride is on the move. Come on in, friends. Please join us. Join us. If you, dear viewer, are not already following Lionheart, please go correct that situation. Go hit that follow. Can we get a shout out for Lionheart in the chat? I know we've got at least one mod around here. There we go. Thank you. Lionheart is a longtime member of this community, also a wonderful streamer here on Twitch. Not an ASMR streamer per se, but a very cozy streamer with some fantastic vibes, a wonderful community, and she also plays some of those games that you all know and love, like Thief, for example. Lionheart is the biggest Thief fan I know. And Lionheart, have you seen the news today? The news. This is exciting, but it's maybe not that exciting. But it is kind of exciting. Yes, you saw the news. Very good. Yeah, so the news I'm referring to here, friends, is they are remastering the original Thief. Night Dive, who has done all kinds of remasters of 90s shooters, is putting out a remastered version of Thief. It's coming out later this year. And it looks quite faithful, but better, looks a little nicer. So, if you've never played a Thief game, this might be an awesome opportunity to jump in when that comes out. For me, of course, I've played the original Thief. This is Deadly Shadows, of course, the first one. Many times. Wait. Oh my gosh, I'm having a... Wait, Thief Deadly Shadows is Thief 3, right? Thief, The Dark Project. Oh my gosh, sorry, I had a moment. I just had a moment. I'm going to be blushing because now I'm like, my Thief cred is ruined. Thief, The Dark Project is the one that's getting remastered. Yeah, anyway, I watched the trailer. It looks very good. But please, friends, please go follow Lionheart. Go support an awesome creator here on this here platform. You did watch the trailer on stream. Awesome. That's excellent. We're going to be watching some trailers here tonight. But once again, Lionheart and friends, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. If you don't know what we're about here, just stick around. You'll get the sense. But it's basically like just chill vibes. I'm going to be yapping a lot tonight, and we're going to watch some trailers from some of the reveals this past week. There was, of course, PlayStation State of Play earlier in the week. There was Summer Games Fest on Friday. There was the Xbox Showcase today, and I believe today was also the PC Gaming Show. And there have been a handful of other showcases scattered throughout. So lots of good stuff, and I've not had the opportunity to watch much of any of this. That's what I was gonna get to. Is I've seen a few headlines, just stuff that popped up on Reddit or whatever, but I largely don't know what was announced at any of these shows. So I thought that it would be an awesome opportunity for us to just go over some of these announcements together, to watch some trailers together, and just generally get excited about what's coming up in terms of video games. Because despite having less time than ever to play them, I do still like video games. I aspire to have more time to play them, so I like to get hype about them. Let me just roll back here a little bit because I've missed a couple of resubs. Crisley, thank you so much for that 2-year subiversary. Crisley, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on back for another one and for being part of this community for so long. Happy 24-month, 2-year subiversary. And I would tap on my potato, but I forgot to get. Let me go get my potato. It's an important part of the stream. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Also, Mizo, I'll get you in just a second. Okay, where's the potato? Where's the potato? Oh, let's while I'm here, grab my other tools. Very important tools of the trade, like my brush, etc., which sometimes gets used for requests. Here's the tater. It's starting to look a little shabby. It's getting a little worn, isn't it? Mizo says, OMG, it's game season and I'm bouncing off the walls. Also, I got Forza Horizon 6 running on a laptop that has no business running it. Having a blast. That's good. Yeah, despite the fact that that game looks gorgeous with everything turned all the way up, I hear it's also quite scalable. I hear it plays pretty well on the Steam Deck, actually. Haven't tried it myself yet, but Mizo, happy 44 months. Welcome back for another one. Thank you for your very kind support for all these years. I think we had one other resub earlier. Two other resubs. My mistake. Dylan BBK. Dylan, good to see you. Happy 22-month subiversary to you, my friend. Getting dangerously close to that 2-year mark. Dylan, thank you for your continued generosity and support, and being a part of the Potato Pals. And Sir Edward dropped in before the stream and said, hey everyone, just jumping in early to say have a good stream and looking forward to the VOD tomorrow. Also, thanks again for the advice on Japan. Yeah, Sir Edward recently got engaged, and he and his partner are already planning their honeymoon, and it sounds like they're going to Japan. And so Edward was asking about just my experiences and things I would recommend. So of course I'm no expert. I went once for a couple of weeks a few years ago, but I enjoyed my time a lot, so I shared some thoughts. Anyway, thank you, Edward, and I hope you enjoy the VOD when you watch it. Also, Lionheart says, I'll be lurking. I need to get evening chores done before bed. It's always a treat to raid here. Lionheart, thank you again for the raid. Thank you for bringing your awesome community on by to join us. And enjoy your lurk. And have a great night. Thanks again, Lionheart. We'll see you soon. Where are we at here? Oh, also, I saw something else in the chat earlier that I just want to shout out, if I can find it, which is that Drake, Mighty Draconis, our long-suffering moderator and even longer time a community member, has been a moderator for 8 years. It says right there in the chat, y'all. 8 years. Drake, that's a lot of responsibility you've held over those years. I feel like this is a great opportunity to ask you, what is your favorite or most standout moderator memory on the channel, if you have any? Do you have any memories of like just things absolutely exploding here, like just popping off, just having to all hands on deck for the mods, just bring out the band hammer, come out swinging? I'm trying to remember. I feel like we have had a couple of those situations before. There's one in particular that comes to mind. But anyway, I'm curious to hear if you have any such memories. And if you're not there, well, screw you, I guess. No, I kid. I'll ask you again later if you show up in the chat later. Anyway, Drake, can we get just a genuine thank you to our moderators here? Keep an eye on the chat. Make sure that, you know, there's no abuse in the chat, that this stream retains the family-friendly-ish, like PG-13-ish vibe that we shoot for. And they do all the dirty work. They do a lot of dirty work behind the scenes that y'all don't see or notice necessarily. And Drake has been in the trenches for longer than anyone. Here on the streams, also on the Discord. So a big, sincere thank you to those amazing folks who volunteered their time to make this community better for all of us. They give freely their valuable time to make this place what it is. So we love you, mods. Drake says favorite memory, the whole incident that led to Girth. Unbelievable. Just such a great memory channel, a little tidbit of channel history, which many here have not, probably don't know about or have not experienced just because it was so long ago. But yeah, that was pretty fun. That was pretty amazing. That whole situation. Shout out to Cassie Casper for helping set that all up too. That's pretty great. All right, gang. YouTube, I see you. I see you, YouTubers. I'm not ignoring you. I love you all, and I'm gonna pop over into YouTube chat in 1 second as well. But first, we gotta do our top 3 chatters in each chat. Who got here first? We're already so far into this stream, and I haven't even acknowledged you. How shameful. How shameful. So, starting over on YouTube tonight, to mix things up, YouTube chat, certified first in the YouTube chat, Nicholas Ingram. Congratulations. From one Nicholas to another. Congratulations. Certified second tonight in YouTube chat, Fire Golza. Fire Golza coming on in with the beer command. Wait, did it not work? Yo, is Nightbot not working on YouTube? I'm not seeing any Nightbot on YouTube. What in tarnation? Well, I apologize. A Nightbot should be working on YouTube, but it looks like it's not. So that might be something I have to figure out later. Nightbot is striking. Nightbot also hard at work, never gets any recognition in the trenches. Every stream. Thank you, Nightbot. YouTube doing things. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check that out after. You might be Nightbotless tonight. YouTube chat. I do apologize. However, if y'all want to know what beer we've got, you can do it in the Twitch chat, I think. Yes, you can. Golfing Guy just did so. Yes, tonight I have another Dino Sour. It's a watermelon beer, which sounds like almost like a ghost. It's like a sour, a watermelon sour. We'll see. Has a fun can though. The first AI union. Don't speak that evil into the world, Bradshaw. Certified third over on YouTube, Yakanono. Yakanono, great to see you. And congrats on rounding out the top 3. Over on Twitch, I just spat on my screen. That's very like Twitch. Over on Twitch, certified first goes to one Bruce Buchner. Congratulations, Bruce, here well before anybody else, as far as I can tell. Now it's possible. It is possible that someone was here earlier, and if you were, please speak up, claim your rightful place. But as far as I can see, as far as Bruce could see, Bruce was first. Certified second then goes to Dylan BBK. Congratulations on second. And certified third goes to Sargon the Grape, who pointed out very astutely that I was late today. Extremely late. Thank you, Sargon. And congrats, Bruce, Dylan, and Sargon, on your first, second, and third. Mizo says, personally, I think Buttspot was the better bot, but who am I to judge? Buttspot was definitely the funnier bot. I might say that Nightbot is the more useful bot, but Buttspot is dearly departed. Dearly departed. Alright, who else we got going on here? Let's just go back in the chat here. It's so quiet, y'all. So quiet because I don't have any game music, and it's weirding me out. I feel like I need like a background music, but you know, it's ASMR, so quiet's not a bad thing. Otirub, hello and welcome. Otirub says Nick's late and I'm gonna fall asleep 10 minutes into the stream again. Rip. I hope not. Hey, background noise. Very good thinking. Thank you, Mizo. I appreciate it. Them's the vibes we're looking for. Otirub, I hope you get to stick around for a little while. But if you fall asleep, there are worse things, I suppose. Hey, Curtis girl, good to see you. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And happy 54-month sub-anniversary. Where do the years go? Curtis girl, thank you for 52 amazing months being a part of this community, a part of our Potato Pals, and supporting so kindly for so long. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Tokyo Electric, welcome. Great to see you, Tokyo. I hope you're doing well this week. I hope you're doing a little better. Sponsed says I have not been here in ages, but I've been subbed for a while. You must be pretty good if I subbed. Sponsed. Thank you for that vote of confidence. Great to have you here. I hope you're still chilling with us in the chat, Sponsed. Sorry it took so long for me to get to your message. Yes, Oturab, I did see, as we were discussing earlier, the Dark Project remaster. We'll definitely watch that trailer on stream here. Tokyo says, I just ate some fettuccine alfredo with green chili and bacon. Pretty freaking delicious. That sounds incredible. Oh, that sounds amazing. Just like our Tractive says. Sounds incredible. Bishaw, welcome. And our Tractive, welcome. Sly Blue Demon, thank you for the resub as well. Sly Blue Demon at the 33-month mark. Coming up on 3 years. Getting close, Sly Blue Demon. Thank you for coming back for another one. Welcome back to the Potato Pals for another one. Sly Blue Demon says, don't watch that often, but nice to stop by when I can. I appreciate you dropping by tonight, Sly Blue Demon, and I do hope you're having a fine week, or weekend, I guess. A very fine weekend. Tainted Rose, welcome. Great to have you in the Twitch chat. Thank you for making use of our low poly potato emote. It's a fun one. Welcome, Tainted Rose. Gorog, great to see you. How are things? How are things up island? Slightly up island, not that far. Sponsed wanted to know how long it usually takes me to go live. So usually about 10 minutes, but I was a little bit slower today. Like from the time I start the stream to the time I appear on the stream. Also, well, it's kind of a moot point tonight because I'm just going to be yapping all night long, but usually I spend a lot of time at the beginning of the stream yapping. It takes me a long time to get caught up on the chat. Ill-fated potato. It does, I suppose, doesn't it? You've come to the right place, ill-fated potato. Attractive says, excited to chat about all the cool gaming things coming up. Yeah, me too. I don't even know what all the cool gaming things are, so I'm excited to see some more of them. Spons says, I just ate 50 milligrams in edibles and I'm starved. Oh, Spons, this is going to be an interesting stream if you stick around for it. I hope you get yourself some food. Like some real food. In your stomach. Gex Sunrise says, games and some delicious carrot cake. Ooh, I could go for some carrot cake, Gex Sunrise. You know, when I was younger, I was not big on the carrot cake, but as an adult, I think it's great. Although that's like 50% of that is just cream cheese icing, which is top tier. Top tier. Tainted Rose says, I could destroy some carrot cake. Do it. Get yourself the carrot cake you deserve. Over on YouTube, we got Beesh. What's up, Beesh? You made it to a stream. Welcome. Great to have you here. Kenan, hello. Good to have you here too, Kenan. Beesh says, been a minute. Hope everyone's all right. I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you, Beesh. Crisley over on YouTube this time says, not gonna lie, I wasn't super stoked on the Summer Games Fest reveals this year. Maybe just bad timing for me. So I'll be real, I only have seen a few announcements from Summer Games Fest. we'll go through some tonight. I did hear that today's Xbox Game Showcase was like an all-timer. Like, it was really good. I don't know if that's true. I just read some people saying that. Again, I saw a couple of the announcements, but many I have not, so you're going to be getting my pure, real, unfiltered reactions as we go through the announcements tonight. Yakanano says, I heard a rumor that Nick is going to humiliate all of us tonight. Is that how I roll? Is that in character for me? I don't even know how I would do that. I don't know. What could I do to humiliate everybody here? I can only think of ways to humiliate myself, honestly. Kenan says, time for me to play some good old Thief 2. Nice, Kenan. I hope you're loving it. Hope that's going great. Charles Darwin says, no Elder Scrolls 6. I would never have expected there to be. In fact, in my Summer Games season prediction video from 2 weeks ago, I explicitly said there will be no Elder Scrolls 6 this season, and that was a pretty easy prediction. First Captain says, quickest week of my life, just because of all the exciting stuff coming out. Dooful Plays, hello and good night to you. Welcome and good night. Glad you could make it, even briefly. Yakanona says, better than showing up early and then yelling at your viewers for being late. Wouldn't that be funny if I did that sometime, though? Just started my stream, like, way early. And then I was like, where you guys been? Come on. Jeez. Terrible. Yo, Saga of Blitz, good to see you. Yes, we're doing a Game Showcase ASMR tonight. You better believe it. I'm not quite sure how we're going to decide what trailers to watch. I know there's a few that I want to see, or that I have seen that I want to watch with you guys, because I think they're cool. Aside from that, like, I have the Xbox Game Showcase up here. I also have gamesrecap.io up here, which is a really handy website where you can sort through all the different showcases and all the different games, all the different trailers. So that might be a good place for us to kind of just cruise through and see what catches my eye. And if there's some specific trailers that y'all want me to see that you think would be pretty hype, you can let me know in the chat, although it might take me a little while to get there, as you know. Ginger Bear, hey, good to see you. Been a hot minute. What's up, Ginger Bear? Random P8 on YouTube says, thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Random P8. Trip Skizzle says, just got here. What game's been revealed that we're excited for? Sorry if it's already been covered. No, it hasn't been covered yet. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of the reveals, so I'll tell you off the top of my head the reveal that I'm most excited about. And this is probably not one that's going to be on most of your lists, but it's got me really hyped. That is Guild Wars 3. Guild Wars 3. I have been a Guild Wars player ever since the first game, since the beta for the first game in 2004. And I still play Guild Wars 2. For many years it was unclear if there would ever be a Guild Wars 3. But they revealed it at Summer Games Fest this year, which is like launching a AAA MMO in this day and age. That's a high risk proposition. Like, many have tried and failed. Case in point, New World, Amazon's big MMO New World from a few years back, just got canceled basically, right? So, yeah, I'm excited and also apprehensive about Guild Wars 3. But anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit. We'll watch the trailer. But that's probably my number one so far. Where are we at here? Saga of Blitz says, I'm glad I caught another stream. This one looks to be great. Love how calming and relaxing you are. Thank you, Saga of Blitz, and thanks for being a part of it. Your level personality is nice after a taxing day. Well, I'm glad that I can provide a nice, hopefully centering, calming, welcoming space for everybody here. It's always the vibe we go for. Asian Persuasion, what's up? Asian Persuasion says, hola Nick, I think Xbox Studios 8 today with their showcase. So I have heard, but I've not seen it yet. So in years past, I've done a reaction video to the Xbox Game Showcase. I did not have time to film that today, and I knew that I was going to get spoiled on a bunch of stuff if I didn't record it today. So I figured I'd spoil myself here on stream. and we'd forego the reaction video this year. Although, well, we'll see. We could watch through the whole Xbox Game Showcase here together. And I could just clip that out and it could become a video, I guess. But maybe we won't. That's a lot. I think I'd rather hop around to a bunch of different trailers. Reds, good to see you. Welcome on in. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Mars the Martian says, hello everyone. Hello, Mr. Nerd. Hello, Mars the Martian. I am doing well, thank you. Cozy and ready to hang out. Perfect. You came prepared. Kota Wheel says, annoying. No context for what that might mean. Kota Wheel, do you want to elaborate? Attention, hello and good night to you. CPK Legion, hello. Any watch review videos incoming? I must admit, no. I'm wearing a watch right now, but no, I don't have any review videos planned. It's been a long time since I did a watch review. I'm not opposed to doing so, but I don't have any watches to review right now, and it's not really been on my to-do list. But I'm glad you enjoy them, Legion. I'll keep it in mind. Trope says this will be better than watching E3 on G4. Oh, I don't know. The nostalgia factor is strong there. Those were the days. Tripskizzle asks, how would you describe the Guild Wars series to someone who's never played it? What sets it apart from other MMOs? Curious to learn more about it and never played. So, for me, so Guild Wars is, well, first of all, Guild Wars 1 and 2 are quite different. Both great games. I'm going to talk about Guild Wars 2 because that's the current, kind of actively developed one, although they did just recently re-release a remaster of Guild Wars 1, and they have started making new content for it again after like 15 years, which is crazy. But Guild Wars 2 is it's kind of a theme park MMO, which is to say, it's got this big, huge world. There's tons of stuff to do. There's a few things that really set it apart from other MMOs. One is it's got a very horizontal progression, which is to say, rather than having a long, gear grind to get the best possible gear, and then when an expansion comes out, the next X-Pack, it increases the power level of the gear, and you have to go grind for the new best gear, and it kind of invalidates your previous gear. It's not really how it works in Guild Wars. The end game in Guild Wars is very much cosmetic, or like achievement chasing. So you're unlocking armor skins and stuff like that, or you're unlocking achievements. And so many people say the end game is fashion wars, which is kind of true. But actually gearing yourself in Guild Wars is is not a crazy long grind. And that philosophy applies to pretty much everything in the game, in that when a new expansion comes out, or when you play through a new expansion, you are expanding the abilities of your character, whether it's getting new mounts or new masteries, which are like abilities of different kinds that let you traverse the environment or find better loot or things like that. But all of those unlocks are account wide, so it's really easy to spin up alts. All of your cosmetic unlocks are account wide, and it comes down to a philosophy of like respecting player time, which is what I really appreciate. Is that the game has very little FOMO. The game has this philosophy of like, you can take a break from Guild Wars 2 for like a year or 2 or 5, and you can come back and everything you did previously is still relevant. You can jump right back in and you have all this awesome new content to play, but you don't feel like you've like fallen behind in terms of your ability to actually play the content. So that's pretty cool. Also, the world is massive. There's a crap ton of content that's come out over the past 14 years of that game's history. The combat is tap targeting, but it's definitely more action oriented than something like WoW, for example. The art direction is stellar. The world is gorgeous, even all these years later. What else do I like about Guild Wars 2? I don't know. Those are just off the top of my head. But it's a great. Oh, the other thing is the questing system is much more open than a lot of traditional MMOs. It's rarely like you get a quest, it's a fetch quest, or it's like you go deliver a thing to someone. Most of the questing in the game takes place as events in the open world, which you just stumble across. Just you come across something happening and you just participate. Almost all of the events in that game are open world group events. So you don't have to be in a party with another player. You just both show up and you both start contributing to the event, whatever's going on, and you both push that event forward and you both get, rewards for it. There's huge, massive like meta boss fights, like map meta event boss fights. A lot of maps are set up so there's a whole series of interlocking events, and if people are playing through them and succeeding, it's pushing it towards some big climactic map meta event boss fight thing that happens. So that's cool. Okay, I'll shut up about Guild Wars 2 now, but the point is, it's a great MMO. Really respects player time. Free to play. The base game is free to play. Expansions cost money, but the base game is totally free, and that's actually a lot of content. So I encourage people to check it out. Okay, I'm done for the moment. Extolling the virtues of Guild Wars 2 for the moment. Random Reploid, hello. Random Reploid says, I believe in ANET. Guild Wars 2 is deeply loved, so I think the fan base is there. I would agree. I agree. Yo, Skelly's Dead, welcome and thank you for the resub. Skelly's Dead, happy 8-month sub anniversary. Welcome back on in. Welcome back on in. How are you doing, Skelly's Dead? I appreciate that, Legion. I'll keep it in mind. Maybe I'll get another watch review out one of these days. Saga Blitz says, my only issue is there's nothing to get that way. If they go the Final Fantasy 14 route, is that what you're thinking? Items can have item level and actual depth while still having gear stay relevant. Yeah, I guess it depends on what motivates you, right? Like, I'm happy to play for the cosmetics. I'm happy to play to unlock masteries. I'm happy to explore the map and all that stuff. But I get the gear grind, wanting to see the numbers go up is a strong motivator for some people. It's not really that kind of game. It's a little more, there's still amazing build crafting. There's tons of skills. Like the build crafting is fantastic, but the gear grind is more about cosmetics or convenience. Like the very highest tier of gear is legendary gear. It's a massive grind to obtain legendary gear, but it's not any better in terms of stats. The stats are just the same as some of the lower tiers of gear, but but it allows you to swap your stats out freely, like your stat distribution on the gear. You can swap it out to anything you want. So it's about convenience and flexibility. That's what you're unlocking with that grind. Legion, I'm glad you enjoy the Skyrim vids as well. Those ones I definitely am going to keep doing. Skyrim Halloween vids forever. Aronami Jeru, welcome. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for the rain, Biscuits Limp. Alright, I said I was done talking about Guild Wars 2 and then I wasn't. Alright, I'm just scrolling. Naga, you went to a Korean barbecue in Hot Pot. It was fantastic. We have a new Korean barbecue place in town here that I have not checked out yet, and I'm really curious about it. I'm glad you had a good dinner. Drake, you were 1000% right. You should have told Generally that. Danita, welcome. Twitch Yak and No, great to see you in the Twitch chat. Royal absolutely is recruiting all the cats. It's true. Sargon says, I mentioned it on Discord, but the one game that's got me excited is remaster of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. I've never played it. What platform did that game come out on and when? Sorry, what loud squeaky noise, Sargon? Oh, when I went and got my potato, that was just me moving my that's me moving my green screen, which is on the ground there. I'm just scrolling. I'm trying to get a little caught up on the chat here. Otirub says I resubbed, but it won't let me share. What? That's rude. That's extremely rude. Otirub, thank you for the resub. Thank you for coming on back for another one. And I'm going to tap on this potato just for you, even though Twitch refuses to acknowledge you. And Gewis, welcome. Welcome. Yo, MC Jake. MC Jake says I've moved from the West Coast to the East Coast, so I miss a lot of your Sunday streams because it's so late here. And I generally have class early. Jake, I'm sorry that you're not able to make it out, but I hope you're enjoying life on the East Coast. I'm glad you made it by to say hello today. I hope you're still there. Or I hope you're sleeping well if not. I'm scrolling. I'm so far behind. My goodness, so far behind. Triber, good to see ya. Welcome. Welcome. Bishaw says I've been so dang busy I haven't been able to up to date on what the new games are either. Was there any new GTA 6 content? I don't know, but I don't think so. I haven't seen anything about it. Drake says once I get my desktop up and running again, I should make some music to play for streams like this. Bro, I would absolutely play some of your music in the background. That'd be spectacular. That'd be amazing. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. I think we might have a visitor. Oh, hey Royal. You guys want kitty cat time? Royal, how you doing, baby? Oh, she came in?
She originally ran away from me from the cul-de-sac. I went running after her with my flip-flops.
Oh, you
And then I
track her down.
came back in, and then she was sitting on the doorstep a few minutes later.
Royal, what's up? What's up, dear? She wants down. She does not want to be held right now. Come here, dear. Come here, dear. Come here, baby. There we go. There we go. Glorp. Royal says, hello, it's me. Royal looks like she's got some eye bogeys. I feel like we need to work on your eye bogeys. The Royal cameo is always a favorite part of the stream. She's doing really good. She's happy. She's generally pretty well behaved because she wants down though. Okay, what do you say? There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on back later. Thanks for getting her inside there. Appreciate it. She's full of beans tonight. She just wants to go do whatever she wants to go do. Royal causing her fabulous mayhem, as she does. As she does. She'll probably be back. Yes, and we have the royal emote now, of course. Y'all, Nicoma, our amazing other moderator here. I mean, we have more than just two, but one of our other amazing moderators and one an amazing artist in our community that has made quite a bit of art for this channel over the years. Created us a brand new emote with Royal last stream. It's available to everybody who's following, so please make use of it. It is here for this very purpose. Attractive says Royal reminds me so much of Princess Donut from the Dungeon Crawler Carl books. That's what everyone says. I have not read them, but I'll take your word for it. She's real cute. She's real cute. What were we talking about? Attractive said, can't wait for the new Spyro game. Yes, I did see that. There was a new Spyro game in development. It's pretty fun. I've not seen the trailer though. Nicoma, by the way, hello, welcome. Glad you're here with us. Nicoma says, I'm gonna head to sleep. Let me know what the results were about the emotes. That's perfect. That is a perfect segue. Because y'all, Nicoma has a bit of time available to take on some more commissions for us here and do some more. That's Royal poking her head in. Want to come in, dear? She's pushing the door open. Royal, come on in. Come on in, baby. Come here. Royal. Come here. Or just stand there awkwardly. Whatever. She comes in, pushes the door open, looks at me, turns around, runs back out. Nicoma has kindly offered to make some more emotes for the channel. I think we're going to try and do 5 more emotes for the channel. Now that's pretty exciting because y'all have been asking for more emotes for a long time, and I have here a list of somewhere in here. Where is it? Graphics, Twitch, emotes, emotesuggestions.txt. A list of emotes that we could choose from. All right, so I want your guys' input on this. Okay, on the list we have a potato with crown, like a royal potato, not like the cat, but like a regal potato. Some emote to do with hi, or like a wave, like a hello emote. Many streamers have hi emotes people can use when they arrive in the chat or whatever. We don't have one of those here, so that's an option. A good vibes emote, just like a hey, I'm vibing, these are good vibes type emote. I don't know exactly what form that would take, something like that. Related to that, a cozy emote, an emote that you can use when you're just all cuddled up and cozy, or you're just enjoying the cozy vibes on the stream. I feel like that's a strong contender. A low poly Nick emote, which I guess would be my face, but made of only a few polygons. I'm not quite sure, but it's on the list here. A potato wearing a Colovian fur helm from Elder Scrolls. You know, like the one that all our boys wear in Skyrim. The very fashionable, always in fashion, Colovian fur helm, but on top of a potato. A potato with wings. A winged potato. A potato with my face on it. That sounds haunting. An animated emote where my face morphs into a potato and then back again like an animorph. Who came up with these? Oh, a royal emote. We got that already, so I can remove that from the list. A scamp that's on fire is a suggestion here. Or royal with flaming eyes was another suggestion. That's what I have on my list. I'm happy to take other suggestions right now. Also, Vanquisher, good to see you, my friend. Welcome on in, Vanquisher, aka Alien Test Subject X59ZY. Vanquisher, how you doing? How you doing? Happy 46 months anniversary. How has it almost been 4 years? What the frick? What the frick, Vanquisher? How is that possible? I don't know. But I'm gonna tap on this potato for you. I'm gonna tap on this potato for you. Okay. I'm glad you're here, Vanquisher. I hope you're doing great. You can contribute to our emote discussion here. Okay, Drake says we need a Nictato emote. Tokyo says I want a scamp potato. I don't know. These are challenges for Nakoma to figure out. Okay, so Nictato. I'm seeing a few requests for that. Scamp potato? Maybe? I'm not sure. Attractive, would like to see a low poly Nick potato with Colovium for helm. Okay, so low poly Nick, Colovium potato. Nictato. How can we possibly choose? Drake, I have not seen this. Cyrena wants to see a royal carrying a scamp in her mouth. That sounds okay. We'll put on the list as a possibility. With scamp. One of the challenges with that would be, like, bear in mind, emotes are very small. So anything that's got too much detail is going to be really hard to show in an emote form. Tokyo suggests, what about Nick hair flip emote? We have one. The ASM hair, I think. There it is. Check it out. We have one. I can't remember, that actually might only be for higher sub tiers. That might be why you haven't seen it. I can't remember. A Nicky Naughty hair flip emote. My drag persona hair flip. Oh man. Vanquisher says, I'll never forget almost 4 years ago seeing Nick play Morrowind and him imitating a scamp. Then I asked him to do that sound again, and he did, and the legend of the scamp was born. So Nick, may I ask, can you do this again? Can I do that sound again? I can try. Let's see. How's that? Did I still got it? I still got it. Oh man. Please do, Drake. Please do. I'm glad I still got the scamp juice. Where is our scamp slaughter? Asks Naga. It's been years. It really has been years. Actually, it has been. Maybe Nakoma could help me with that too. I don't know. There. How was that then? That's not too bad. Royal Purr redeem. We can. It's not an emote, but yeah, we could definitely. Royal Purr redeem. I'm just gonna make a list of the scamp slaughter. This is now just becoming a list of things I need to remember to do for the channel. Drake, why would you quote this? Why would you quote this? Oh man. Okay, I for my sake, I'm gonna put a high and a cozy on this list because I think it would be good to have a high emote and a cozy, a wave high and a cozy. I just think those would be good general purpose emotes for this channel to have. All right, we can put together 5 more emotes from what we've discussed here. A butt spot emote. I feel like butt spot had its time. What even would a butt spot emote look like? Would it just be a robot just throwing it back? Yes, okay, we need a scamp slaughter. I get it. Yo, Techie Knot, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. That's right, Charles Darwin. Her Highness Royal coming on in. Cat Cam, let's go, said Asian Persuasion. Sega Blitz, these are the Eco Audio OH10 Obsidian IEMs. They're nice. They got a real cool look to them. It's pretty cool. Any more Crimson Desert streams coming? I was thinking about that just the other day. I have to admit, I've barely played it since then. Not that I don't want to, I just haven't had time. And then Forza came along. But yeah, we could stream some more Crimson Desert. That game is cool. They've been updating it like crazy. No worries, Techie Not. It's all good. Great to see you here. Phase Beast, good to see you, Phase Beast. Phase Beast says, late but here. Hello, ASMR, Canadian super spy CIA nerd. Can't give it away. Did you see the new Toy Story game PS5 coming this 2027? I didn't, but I know there's Toy Story 5 coming out, so. Legion says, what's your opinion on the Marathon and Destiny 2 news that's been going around recently? I heard that Destiny 2 is being sunset, that they're not going to be doing any more new content for it. And I heard that Marathon is not performing the way Sony or Bungie was hoping. That's the news I have heard. As far as my opinions on it, I don't have a lot of an opinion because I have not played Destiny 2 or Marathon. I will say, though, I think Bungie is a very talented studio. I think it's a shame the way things went with Destiny 2. I think maybe they got a little greedy trying to gate content the way they did, but that's just my uninformed opinion. But I don't know. Hope we see Destiny 3 one day. Okay. I'm just scrolling back a little bit here because I did miss a bunch of chat still. We're talking about brownies, carrot cake. Naga said, I'm absolutely sorry for Alien Isolation 2. Yeah, I did see that had been announced. I never played the first one, but I admire that game from a distance. I think it looked beautiful. Yes, the retrofuturism looked incredible. Cool. I'm glad you're hyped about it. That's awesome. I don't know, Mizo. I don't know if I've seen it or not. Attractive, I hope you got some snacks. Biscuits Limp, welcome on in once again. That's right, y'all are unroastable. Oh, I would go with the Fritos Tokyo, but it's probably too late now. You've probably already eaten them all, whatever it was. Oh, Fritos won 3-2, nice. Yes, Direful Pot, Beast of Reincarnation does look interesting. Don't know about the fishing game. I haven't seen that. Arkentia, good to see you, Arkentia. Welcome back on in. Happy 1 year's anniversary, Arkentia. I know you've been around for much longer than that in this community, but I appreciate you coming back for month number 12 in our Potato Pals, our Spud Buds. Welcome in, Arkentia, once again. Drake said, I'm so irritated with Nintendo. That Star Fox 64 remake looks amazing, but I cannot give them money and feel good about myself at the same time. What specifically is it that Nintendo is doing these days that's sticking in your craw, that's rustling your jimmies? Because yeah, that Star Fox 64 remake does look pretty good. Tokyo says, I know it won't be for at least a few years, but do you think we'll get a new Cyberpunk? Yes, I think we will. I think CD Projekt Red has confirmed they are working on a new Cyberpunk. But yes, it'll probably be a couple of years until we see anything. I hope you get to play Guild Wars sometime, Attractive. Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2, both very good. If y'all want to get a little guild together again, we had one at one point. I'd be happy to jump on with some of y'all in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, Drake, it is a little bit like that. It is a little bit like the open world event in Fallout 76. But much bigger. Some of them are much bigger. Well, if you ever do get a PC, Attractive, I hope you can play it. Also, Guild Wars 3 going to be coming to PS5. So there's that. And I would not be surprised if they got Guild Wars 2 out on consoles at some point here. They've been pushing in that direction. Brandon says, apparently I accidentally unfollowed you and I don't remember doing it. Oh. Well, welcome back, Brendan. I don't know. Twitch works in mysterious ways sometimes. Skelly's Dead said, doing well, sometimes forget about Twitch and that free Prime sub, you know? It's always nice to get your Prime sub benefits when it costs you nothing, right? I appreciate it again, Skelly's Dead. Nova, hello and welcome. Bishaw says the Skyrim Christmas ones and Halloween vids are some of my favorites as well. They are a holiday tradition. They make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, so I will keep doing them. Tokyo asks, should I play Guild Wars 2 now or wait for Guild Wars 3? So that's the great thing. They're going to create a thing in Guild Wars 2. It's not out yet, but they did this between Guild Wars 1 and 2. In Guild Wars 2, they're going to make a, what was that? What's going on here? What is that? Vanquisher. Vanquisher, what is up? My dude. That's 2 streams in a row now. Vanquisher, thank you so much for dropping that giant stack of gift subbies for 10 awesome people in the chat here. Captain Vanquisher has just very kindly gifted subs to Draconis, ASM artist. Could you imagine a more deserving giftee? Exercise Me, or Exorcism, perhaps. Andrew T67, Iceberg Pimpson, that's a very good name. Stonker, Scorin75, Eric's CR, Terry Z, Lionheart, another very deserving person. I mean, you know, everyone here is really, let's be honest, but. And Ken Dog, yo, 10 awesome folks, 10 awesome gifts. Vanquisher, that is huge. Thank you for your kind contribution. I thank you. The Potato thanks you. Everyone who received a gift thanks you. And the community thanks you. Your support means a lot. And thank you so much for bringing some old folks, old heads back into the sub club, and also some new folks who have maybe never been subscribed before. That's heartwarming. Touches my heart. Right here. Right in there. You can't see it, but it's touching it. Let's frickin' go, indeed. Thank you so much again, Vanquisher. Extremely generous. And Tauroik, thank you for resubbing as well. Tauroik, it's great to see you. Speaking of old heads here on the channel, Tauroik with the 64-month resub. Oh my glob. My goodness. Tauroik, I hope you're doing great. Welcome back to the Spud Buds for another one. And what is happening? Also, Romulus, Nightly Romulus here in the chat. Welcome on in, my friend. Good to see you. Happy 40-month sub-anniversary. Gosh, and you know what, y'all? Between all those combined resubs and gifts, we have a level 3 hype train. That's pretty freaking rad. We're halfway to level 4 already. Dang, y'all. Dang. All aboard. Choo-choo indeed. Welcome back on in, Romulus. Thank you also for being such an amazing part of this community for so long. Tapping on this tater for you as well. My goodness, that was exciting. I hope y'all get a really fun hype train emote out of this. It's been a while since we've seen level 3. There's some good ones there. What? Tauroik. Tauroik. Out there gifted another 5 subs. And blasting the hype train past level 3. We are now well into level 4. You're gonna get even more exclusive, fun, rare emotes. Tauroik has gifted subs to Magnus Prada, to Nova, to Shadow Eyes, to Malbec, and to TV Jake Jr. 5 awesome members of this community, all once again very deserving. Tarot, thank you so much for gifting the gift of ad-free viewing to those kind folks, and access to all our fun emotes here on the channel. I'm a tap on this tater for you. Tap on this tater for you, and all those who just what? Vanquisher, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? Yo, what? No. What? Vanquisher, slow down. Slow your roll, friend. Holy smokies. Hold on, wait. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm not missing anything here. Because before that hit, Tokyo coming on in with the resub. Tokyo, thank you for coming on back for another one. I mean, you've been part of this community for basically eternity, since the very beginning. But Tokyo, happy 20-month anniversary in the Potato Pals. In our Potato Pals. Welcome back for another one, Tokyo. I hope you do enjoy your ad-free viewing and your access to all of our silly emotes. And then I see Aracilla just gifted a sub to Tainted Rose. Tainted Rose, I believe this is your first time in the sub club. We like to call our subscribers our Potato Pals, or Spud Buds, or Tater Tots. Take your pick. But thanks to Aracilla's kindness, you have been welcomed on in to our Potato Pals. So please do enjoy that gift. And Aracilla, that's super generous. Thank you so much for gifting that to Tainted Rose. Tainted Rose, once again, welcome on in. I tap on this potato for you. And then Vanquisher with another 10-pack. Another 10-pack for 10 amazing people. We are at a level 5 hype train. This is like unprecedented. These are outrageous heights. This hype train is going to turn into a hype rocket at this rate. We are well through level 5. I don't even know what kind of exclusive emotes y'all get on level 5 hype train. I don't think we've seen them before. Okay, actually some of those look pretty good. Vanquisher has gifted 10 more subs to Dragon Llama 12, to Soriaros, pardon me, to Biscuits Limp, to Caven or K-Haven 22, to Mud Trucker 99, to Ickney Wolf, to Vic, to KT Williams, to High Gemini, and to the Rick Grimes. Rick, it's good to see you, by the way. Yo, all y'all gift recipients, let's get a big thank you going for one captain, Vanquisher. Yo, Vanquisher, thank you again. Unbelievable. Legendary, some even say. Legendary. Also, happy. What the? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Naga! Hackin' happy pride, Naga. Naga, happy pride. And thank you so much for that massive cheer. Dang. With that, we are like within spitting distance of level 6. We're 82% of the way through level 5. What the frick? What the frick? Unbelievable. Naga, thank you. That's very, very generous. Very, very kind. All of y'all with your subs, your gifts, your resubs, your cheers. Wow. You really just derailed this stream. One day we'll get to some trailers, but not just yet. Not just yet. An amazing show of support, y'all. Thank you all for your incredible generosity. Congratulations to those who were gifted subs. I do hope you enjoy all your subscription benefits. And I do... Oh, Tower Oik. Tower Oik. You come on in with 5 more gift subs at the last second. You were so close to pushing that hype train to level 6. I appreciate it all the same. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't think we got level 6. I think the hype train timed out just before, unfortunately. But the sentiment is extremely, extremely kind. Tower Oik, it said 30 seconds left. Aw, man. Well, I don't know. I don't trust Twitch now because it was counting down for me, but it said 30 seconds for you. Gonna call Twitch support. Gonna get our hype train back. Get me Bezos on the phone. Yo, Jeffy. We had this really good hype train going. What is going on here? What is happening? Do you guys not actually want to watch game trailers? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because at this rate, we ain't watching game trailers. Tower Oik gifted 5 subs to 5 amazing folks, to AJ72730, to Internally Luna, to Tincho2301, to C-Swift87, and to Fiber. You 5, welcome on into the sub club. Please do enjoy your potatoes. Keep your hands and arms inside the window at all times. Inside the vehicle, inside the windows, whatever. And enjoy. Tower Oik, thank you for that massive. Okay, what is happening here? What is going on? No, this is... I can't. Y'all, I can't do the stream if we keep doing this. Drake out there, Draconis ASM artist, dropping in with 5 more gift subbies, and then, okay, wait, I just gotta slow down. Let's roll it back here for a second. Before we get to that, B-Shaw coming in with a resub, with a 6-month resub. B-Shaw, thank you for contributing to that hype train as well. That's incredibly kind. Welcome back for month number 6, B-Shaw, in the sub club. Here's your tater tapping. And thank you for your continued kind support, B-Shaw. Yo, Legion, welcome to the Twitch side of the chat. I promise I'm not intentionally ignoring the YouTube chat. It's just that things are popping off in the Twitch chat, and I'm trying to get caught up on it, you know? You know how it is. This just doesn't stop. Draconis ASM artist, to celebrate his 80th month, not 80th month, 8th year, not even 80th month, 8th year of moderatorship, has just dropped 5 gift subs in the chat. Drake has gifted subs to Steel Neko, to Flinching Duck, to Awaken a Wiki, to Hambone, and to Tyra MK. Drake, that's awfully decent of you, my friend. That is a straight classy move there, partner. I don't know why I suddenly turned to cowboy. That's fine, decent there. Thank you, my friend, for gifting those subs, for all the ways you support this community in many different ways. But thank you for those gift subs as well, and I'm sure those individuals are very grateful as well. Similarly, Cyrena, thank you so much for gifting a sub as well. Cyrena has gifted a sub to Fresh. Welcome into our potato pals, our spud buds, and Cyrena, that is really, really kind. Thank you so much for gifting that sub and for joining the gifters. Wow, I can't even... What is going on here, y'all? And then, Captain Vanquisher with 10 more gift subs. My word. I say. Captain Vanquisher gifting 10 more subs to Randwid, to Dot Hacker, to Bloody Syndrome, to Lucas, to Big Stee93, to Imperial Nova, to the King Charles Cav, to GXE Silva, to Neebsy, and to Game Jinx. Unbelievable. Vanquisher. Thank you. I don't know what brought this on. I don't know what prompted any of this, y'all. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for this incredible kindness, incredible generosity, incredible good vibes. It's very kind to me, obviously. It's very kind to this community. It welcomes in so many folks into our Spud Buds, our sub club. It shares the love. It makes people feel a part of this community, and that is invaluable. So thank you for your kindness. And not to be completed, not to be done yet. Sargon out there gifting a sub to Little Shrimp. Little Shrimp, welcome on in. And Sargon, thank you for your gift sub as well. Unbelievable, y'all. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Cheers to all of you is right. I need to take a drink. I've got my Olay here. Cheers. I also have a beer I'm going to go get in a little bit. Wow. Holy. What kind of fun hype train emotes you get? Oh, I got a puffer pop. This is adorable. It's so cute. Wait, do we all get the same one? Is that how that works? I don't even know, because I see a bunch of people showing the puffer pop, so I'm going to assume we all got the same one. I wasn't sure if everyone got a different one. You'd think I would know that by now. It's freaking adorable. It's freaking adorable. What a great emote. My goodness, y'all. Thank you. Like, really, thank you. Because, yeah. Just thank you. There's things I want to say, but it ain't, it's very kind. It's very kind. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for believing in and supporting this community as you all do. It's immense. It's huge. And thank you, Vanquisher, for this scamp, perhaps the most enduring impact of all. And thank you for murdering the scamp drink. Nah, attractive, nah. I just come up here, I just yap, pretty much. I just yap, you know. You guys make this place what it is. Oh man, scamps aren't leaving anytime soon, are they? Holy crap, you guys, I'm never getting to bottom of chat. I can't even scroll up any further. I lost a bunch of chat because of all those gifts, y'all. I can't scroll past Vanquisher's first pile of gifts. You guys literally forced me to skip a big chunk of chat. I apologize to anybody whose messages I might have missed prior to all that insanity. But I literally can't scroll up that far anymore. Was this the plan? Did you guys? Was this your plan to make me just freaking fast forward in the chat? It really was a gift sub raid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Melback, you got a gift. I do apologize to anybody who said things that were looking for responses, but I cannot respond to them now because they're gone. They're just gone. I could see them on the VOD, I guess. Vanquisher is happy to share some of that overtime. Always glad to support this community. Ah, Vanquisher, that is So big-hearted of you, but keep some for yourself to celebrate with as well. Yo, welcome on in. Speaking of raids, DJ Kid Gorgeous, DJ Kid Raid coming on in, bringing the vibes, pump up the levels. Y'all, hit that heart. Support another awesome member of this community. DJ Kid Gorgeous out there spinning tunes, and bringing the good vibes. DJ Kid, how was your stream tonight? How was your stream? What were you guys up to over there? What were y'all doing over there? Welcome on in, Sean D313, DJ Funhouse, Ilk, good to see you. Wii U, good to see you. Please, friends, make yourself at home. We've done nothing tonight except I've just yapped. That's all we've done so far. So, yeah, I need to check out our roof. I think it maybe needs a replacement. Absolutely. LGBTQ++ music tonight. Sounds good. I don't know why I said plus plus. That's awesome. Very cool. It was like a pride DJ stream. That's rad. It sounds like it was a good time. DJ Cake, thank you so much for coming on in once again, for bringing your awesome community on in here. Again, y'all, please go support an awesome member of this community, and click on that heart. Follow DJ Kid. Go enjoy some sick tunes, some sweet beats, and happy Pride. Happy Pride, y'all. Goodness me. Drake says, all right, man, I gotta head out. Gotta be up early tomorrow. Boo, boo. Fair enough, Drake. Thank you so much for being here, my friend, for everything you do, for keeping an eye on the chat, for your incredible generosity in many ways. Y'all, please make sure you go follow your friend and mine, Draconis ASMR artist, as well. Draconis. Drac Noise ASMR. Drac Noise ASMR tits. Draconis ASMR tits. Why do I struggle so much with Draconis ASMR tist? Alright. Please go follow them. Alright. Follow that man. Oh my gosh. I'm literally never going to get caught up on this chat. It is so far gone. Legion asks, do I by chance have a Subnautica 2 video coming? I haven't played it. I generally wait for these sorts of things to be out of early access. But I know that Subnautica 1 got to a place that was not very relaxing. But is Subnautica 2 pretty chill at the beginning? Because if it's pretty chill at the beginning, we could do that. I could do a video with it. Legion says, it's so calm and the scenery is beautiful and the water sounds and everything. Sure. That sounds good. Yeah, I could check it out. I don't have anything specifically planned, but I think you've sold me on it, Legion. Holy cow. I'm just... Oh, we were so close to level 7 there. We were so close. Or wait, did we get level 6? I don't even know what it was. Unbelievable. Maybe it was level 6, almost level 7. Maybe that's what it was. Or was it level 7, almost level 8? It was stratospheric. That's what it was. Bisha says the goal is to see if we can beat him scrolling in chat. You absolutely can. You absolutely did. I truly am so overwhelmed in many ways. Cruz said, hey Nick, I really appreciate your streams. Thank you, Cruz. I'm currently going through a breakup and dealing with CPTSD, depression, and anxiety. Watching your streams has been a huge help and genuinely brightens my day. Thank you for everything you do. Cruz, I'm sorry things are tough right now. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here with us. And I hope that in whatever way we can, this space, these vibes, these people, I hope that we can help you. Y'all, I bet you Cruz could use a big hug right now. Cruz, thank you for being here. Thank you. And I'm sure things are going to be looking up pretty soon. I'm glad you're here. Okay, Drake says we did hit level 7. Dang. 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 Ah, you guys are gonna make me blush. Truly. Some really, really wonderful people in this community. Many wonderful people. Often doesn't feel deserved, but I appreciate it. I really do. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just scrolling to the bottom of chat here. DJ Kid Gorgeous says, tonight we learned that Twitch will not let you put Big Gay Pride Show in a stream title. Well, that's disappointing. You can say gay pride, but Twitch thinks Big Gay Pride is a slur in titles. Come on, Twitch. Come on. Oh, man. Yo, John, I missed your resub there. John, it's good to see you. Welcome on in, and thank you for the 57-month resub. Unbelievable. John, I'm really glad you can make it out this week. So many exciting announcements this week, right? Right? Wonderful to have you here, John. Tap on this tater for you as well. For you as well. Welcome on in. That was 5 minutes ago. Dang, how am I so far behind again already? How is this possible? Our Shactus says I used all my tater points on rain. Now I'm broke. Broke Tato indeed. Tokyo, you deserve some more putt-putt. This is true. No, we'll do another putt-putt stream. Don't you worry. Legion, does this happen to be an Into the AM t-shirt? Today's video sponsor? They're not today's video sponsor, but it is an Into the AM t-shirt. And they just sent over a package of fresh graphic tees, so y'all gonna be seeing some brand new designs in the coming weeks. How exciting is that? So I guess indirectly they're sponsoring the t-shirts for future streams. Or not indirectly, quite directly. You know what I'm saying. This is one of my faves from them. Such a badass cosmic octopus. Also glow in the dark. So there's that. So there's that. Steel Naka says I'm always so close to picking the next game, but I keep spending my points on scam armies. Points well spent, Steel Naka. Thank you for the downpour, Bruce. Yo, Thorek, good to see you. Is this a stream where I was guaranteed to arrive before gameplay? In fact, yes. In fact, yes. Yeah, a lot of things got lost in the chat, Steel Neko. I apologize, but congrats on your 35 stream streak. That's got to be up there. That's got to be one of the most impressive streaks we've got in the chat. I reckon. I reckon. And our Tractive, we will do more Hobbs Barrow. It's in my mind. It will happen. Isn't it, Serena? Isn't this cool as hell? It's rad. Cruz, of course, of course. I'm glad you're here, like I said. Let's unleash the Kraken. The Kraken is usually a squid. Okay, I am quickly jumping back to YouTube chat. Because I've missed some chatter there. Arkentia in the YouTube chat said, finally caught a stream. New HVAC has kept me busy. Good but bad since I can't be at the streams as often as I used to. Well, Arkentia, I'm glad you made it to this one. But I'm glad you're keeping busy too. I do not know if Bungie will be able to bounce back. I reckon so. I think their name carries enough clout, but they're in a weird place right now. Incognito Avatar, which announcement are you most excited for? I've not played EA Skate, Jose. Nope, haven't played it. I know it's got some big fans though. That series has some diehards. King Koopa, welcome. Good to see you. FazeB says it's already June, still no GTA gameplay trailer. Is it going to get delayed again? No, I don't think they can do that. I don't think they're going to delay it again. I think they'll put out a gameplay trailer, though, when they're good and ready. I feel you, Yakinono. Some days are like that. It always feels like failing, but just know that you're doing your best, and that blood sugar management is really challenging when you're doing it on full manual. Bisha, the weather here has been, we've had some very nice days, but lately it's been a little bit cool, a little bit of rain. Today was cooler. Tomorrow is supposed to be rainy, so. But it's not uncommon up here that we have a kind of a cooler and wetter June before a really hot and dry July. That's a pretty typical pattern for this part of the world. Tokyo says, I want to get a Lord of the Rings quote tattoo, but I don't want the usual things. I was thinking of, they have a cave troll, because it makes me laugh. Okay, well, what would the usual things be? I just thought of one that you should not use, and I will not say it. What's a good one? And my axe. Potatoes. Yes, very good. Oh my goodness. Toss me. You'll have to toss me. That'd be pretty good. Oh man. How about just Nazgul scream? Just. Shall I get you a box? That still only counts as one. I am no man. That'd be pretty good. So many quotable lines. Tokyo says, I named my dog Gimli, and my axe, or toss me, would actually be pretty good. Do it. Do it. And my axe would actually be straight up awesome. Okay, gang. Wow, we are 2 hours into the stream. Almost, hour and 45. We have not watched any game trailers yet. I'm gonna go get tonight's beer, alright? After all that excitement and all that insanity, I need a little drink. So, after that, after the beer pour, we're gonna check out some game trailers. I need to know what has been revealed, alright? But I will be right back, friends. Have fun vibing with Captain Titus back here, or Lieutenant Titus, pardon me, and Pikachu, Eevee, you know, the whole gang. I will be right back. Don't touch that dial. Yeah, that's about what I expected, I guess. I guess that's about what I expected. Thank you to whomever brought the rain to deal with all the flames. Ooh, second breakfast would also be kind of a fun tattoo. Thank you, Attractive, for lighting up the chat. Gek Sunrise, Tokyo. Tokyo's got the flaming potatoes and the puffer pops. That's very good. Dylan getting in on the action. Cyrena, not to be outdone. Sargon, bringing the Blastoise squad. Bringing the Blastoise squad. Pardon me. Tokyo says, I think it got lost in the chat. Yeah, many things did. I apologize, Tokyo. I'm thinking about buying a 3D printer to build miniature cities like both fantasy and cyberpunk. Hell yeah, that's great. Anyone in chat with advice or suggestions for a printer on how to get started for a complete noob? So, I am a little out of the 3D printer game. I have not paid much attention to it for a couple of years now. But I think part of it might depend on what size of cities you want to build. Whether you want a FDM, like filament deposition printer, or a resin-based printer. The resin-based printers, my understanding is, tend to have better detail, but are not able to print as large a volume typically, and are a bit slower usually. But that's about the extent of my knowledge. I don't know what the cutting edge is right now. Petrol rain. Oh God. I was 4 days behind in chat. I'm now caught up, just out of sheer necessity. Bishaw, yeah, you missed that opportunity to put out all those flames. Totally Biscuit Slim. Which beer did I select for tonight? Asks Delsus. Tonight's beer is another Dino Sour. Another Dino Sour. Check it out. Tonight we've got Dino Sour Watermelon. We've got this very radical looking Dilophosaurus here. Just chomping down on a slice of watermelon. We've got some very fun colors on this can. Pink and orange. Or pink and green. I mean, or reddish, pinky, green. Whatever. Colors. What even are they? Occurs to me, I've been completely ignoring the blood sugar check. Derpalord wanted the blood sugar check like an hour ago. Derpalord, thank you for that. 6.3 and stable. 6.3 and stable. Came up down from a very big spike there. You can see that's not great, but now it's very stable. That is great. Skelly's Dead requested beer lore 46 minutes ago, so let's make sure we get the beer lore on here. The beer lore says, Dino Sour Watermelon packs a delightfully tart bite. Soured with our house-cultured lactose strain, fruit juice is added pre- and post-fermentations period, balancing the tart tang with juicy fruit sweetness. Now, my memory is that it says that on every Dino Sour can. However, we can do better than that. There is a website for, I'm sure there is Dino. So I was there earlier. Watermelon. Dino Sour Watermelon. No, not the power. Here we go. And it says here, bright, fruit forward, and bursting with palate-pleasing waves of watermelon flavor. Dino Sour Watermelon packs sunshine and summertime vibes with every sip. Enticing aromas of ripe watermelon with fun notes of candy and bubble gum, backed up with a fresh watermelon smoothie color. This sounds quite something. I don't quite know how I feel about this beer. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's good. That sounds like a lot, though. That sounds very sweet. That's quite the can, says Sean. It is. I love how radical the Dino Sour cans are. Biscuit Slim says that can reminds me of a forbidden energy drink my child self would have had to hide from my parents. Absolutely. Tokyo says, I think I'm really into the beer scene, but I just can't with sours. But I'm glad to see there are people out there who enjoy them. There's few beers that I won't drink, truth be told, but I get it. Sours are a very different kind of thing. So I could see how you could be into other stuff, but not sours. Thorax says, dude, Dilophosaurus is the perfect choice for that watermelon. He is enjoying the heck out of that watermelon. Seriously, look at him. He's loving it. He's loving it. It's very fun can art, isn't it, Naga? Just a Tall Ginger says, that sounds good. I hope it's good. Bolo says, wait, they use lactose for souring? They use lactobacillus bacteria. I don't know if they actually use any lactose in the souring process. But they use maybe the lactobacillus does digest lactose. Maybe they add. I don't know if that's what creates the souring like that. I don't know. I'm no beer microbiologist. I just drink the stuff. Sour watermelon sounds quite refreshing, says Attractive. Yes, I'm sure it will be a very good, refreshing, summery beer. There you go, like Delsa says. Tokyo says, who has surprisingly solid craft beer scene? The Philippines. Really? I wouldn't have guessed it. But now I kind of want to try some beers from the Philippines. Yo, what's up, Dubs? Yeah. You tried this Dino Sour last week? you prefer the Stone Fruit Sour, though. Fair enough. That's a classic. We'll see how this is, though. I'm curious. Did you, enjoy it well enough, or... Delsa says the lactobacillus consumes, or bacillus. Is it lactobacillus or lactobacillus? I think it's lactobacillus. Consumes the sugars and releases lactic acid, hence the tart flavor of a sour beer. That makes sense. But they're not consuming, lactose that has been added, because lactose is a sugar. So they don't put the lactose in it for them to consume it. It's just the sugars from the malts, right? I don't know. Bolo says, I don't know, it's too late for this much science. Lactobacillus, that's correct, Ilk, thank you. Thank you for correcting me. If you look at it, you'll turn to stone. Alright, let's crack this one open. Alright. Lactobacillus. I feel like someone needs to draw that now. Alright, gang. Let's pour it out. Here we go. Here we go. You guys are going to love this color. Don't look it in the eyes or you turn into a glass of milk. Wow. The rain ended just as the pour ended. Just a Tall Ginger, you might be disappointed. It is not super green. It is, however, super pink. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a glass of grapefruit juice, doesn't it? Huh. It doesn't smell very, did I say grapefruit? I meant watermelon. It looks like a glass of watermelon juice, is what I meant to say. It doesn't smell super watermelony, though. It mostly smells sour. It mostly smells sour. It is quite a saturated color. Looks like a glass of Red 40. My favorite Red 40. Yes, exactly. Attractive is on the same wavelength. Looks like a glass of food coloring. I don't know if this is colored or if this is just the juices they put in it. I hope it's just the juice. I mean, for ingredients, it just says what? Nothing. They don't actually list them on here. Well then. Thomas, welcome. Welcome on in. How you doing? Dubsia says, I would definitely have it again. I don't think I've met a dinosaur that I didn't like. I think I'm in the same boat. All the dinosaurs are pretty tasty in their own way. No ingredients just means it's made by magic. That's right. Brewed by magic. Cheers to all of you. Cheers to this unbelievable community. Give yourself a toast. I am cheersing you. You may cheers whomever and whatever you prefer, but I am toasting all of you. Cheers. Huh. It does taste a little bit like sour watermelon candy. It's very yummy. There is a watermelon undernote or undertone. It's not as prominent as you might expect. It mostly just tastes like a golden sour, but it has some of that watermelon going on. It's kind of on the palate, like after the swallow, you get that watermelon. I like it. Yeah. I drink a whole can of this. In fact, I will. In fact, I mean to. Alright, gang. Now comes the part where we figure out how I'm gonna show you guys some trailers. So I think to start out with, why don't we go and watch the Thief remastered trailer, because that one's pretty exciting, and you all know Thief. So let's open up another YouTube tab here. We're gonna have to figure this out from the technical side of things, but here we go from Night Dive Studios. We're gonna have to experiment a little bit with the volume to make sure we get it right, and yeah, I gotta figure out exactly how I'm gonna show this to you. I think what we're gonna do, so I have the Xbox Game Showcase up here, but I'm just gonna switch over, so let's go here. So that's the Xbox Game Showcase, but instead, let me see if I do this and I go picture in picture. And I close that previous one. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now we've got the Thief trailer here. Sword Fart asks how long I'll be live. Let's see what time we at. Like another hour at least, I suspect. Maybe another hour and a half, something like that. Bolos gives the ingredients: water, barley, wheat, hops, yeast, lactobacillus, watermelon juice, natural flavor, and Red 40. It is Red 40 free. Very good, Bolos. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Okie doke. Thanks, Random Reploid. Appreciate that. All right. Let me know how the volume is here, and I will adjust accordingly. All right.
I was a kid. No parents, no home. One night I saw a man. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a
How does it sound?
noise.
Tad low, okay.
Now this is worth the price of admission.
How's that?
Did you hear something? Got it. Just keep looking the other way.
So I love that this looks so faithful. It sounds so faithful. And that's all we get.
Not so secret anymore, is it?
So, of course, we get Stephen Russell's wonderful voiceover. We have all the original sound effects returning, it sounds like. Mostly it looks like a visual upgrade. Let's go back and watch it again, because it's only a minute long.
I was a kid. No parents, no home. One night I saw a man. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a grab.
That loot acquisition sound. So the let's go back for a second there. The fire has obviously been remastered. All the textures look like they've been remastered very faithfully, keeping the original look, but up-resed. I'm trying to tell if there's any kind of PBR material going on here. Hard to tell. The lighting in general has clearly been upgraded. Now, this is going to be a tricky thing because the lighting is so essential to the gameplay in Thief. And I hope that when they, remaster the lighting like this, that they make, it remains very clear, when you're in shadow, when you're in light, and from a mechanical standpoint, that, the lighting is functional in the same way as in the old game. So clearly the sound effects are all identical.
Now this is worth the price of admission.
Some rope arrow going on.
Did you hear something?
So using the lockpicks, of course, it looks like there's some ambient occlusion going on here. You can see the shadowing around the handle, which obviously did not exist in the original.
Got it. Just keep looking the other way.
I will say the lighting looks very similar. I'm sure they've done, a good job of trying to keep it faithful.
What have we here?
I wonder if they're fully remastering all the cinematics.
Not so secret anymore, is it?
So the cinematics have a very cool kind of moving sketch style, but they're of course quite low resolution now. So I wonder if they've gone and remade all those or what. Tokyo says, I've been a console person my whole life, but now that I have a PC, I can actually play games. I mean, you can play games on console too, but there's a lot of very good PC games. I'm having such a hard time buying games on console because I know with PC it's forever. It's true. You can play, if you bought Thief in 1998, you could play it on your PC today. Is the sound okay now that I've turned it up, y'all? Bisha asks, should I get this on Switch too? It'll probably play just as well there as anywhere. Let's see, does it say what platforms it's coming to? It does. Oops, stop it. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch and Switch 2. Oh, and Switch 1, wow. GOG, Steam, and Epic. So pretty much wherever you want to play it. This is being done by Night Dive, as you can see. Night Dive is very famous for doing a bunch of remasters of 90s shooter classics. I think there might even be some pedigree at Night Dive, some people that came from Eidos Montreal, or not Eidos Montreal, Looking Glass, back in the day. I could be wrong about that. Let me just look that up. Let's see what Gemini has to say about that. Night Dive Studios with connections to Looking Glass or IDOS. Let's see. Night Dive Studios does not have the original Looking Glass Studios developers on its core team. The studio was founded by Sony Online Entertainment artist Stephen Kick. Maybe I'm thinking of Other Side. I don't know. I just, for some reason, I thought there was a connection there. Yeah, I knew about Other Side Entertainment. Anyway, so maybe not. Maybe Night Dive is not connected to Looking Glass, but yes, it'll support modern resolutions and frame rates, no doubt, no doubt. It'll. If I had to guess, I bet you they sell this for about $20, which, you know, yeah, you can buy the original Thief on Steam for like a couple dollars on sale pretty regularly. There are some very good community-made patches, so you could just play it right now, get that authentic experience, install T-Fix, have a good time. But if you want a more seamless experience with modern controls out of the gates, some up-res graphics, better resolution, better, lighting and all that, this looks to be a great option. I'm going to get it. I want to see what they've done with it. I've played this game, quite a few times, but I do want to see what they do with the remaster and support it. Dulce says, I read something on the Steam page that might make it very worthwhile for old fans. Built-in support for custom campaigns. That's pretty amazing. So they're going to be supporting all of the fan missions out there. That's wild. Bruce says, so this isn't trying to appeal to new gamers very much. This is banking on nostalgia, full stop. It appears to be that way, yeah. It looks like a very faithful remaster. It's not a remake or a reboot. Hello, Livy. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Bishaw says, as a console guy, I'm pretty excited to play this. I've literally only heard about it from your streams. It is a legendary stealth game. It was the first game to do, that light and shadow in a 3D environment kind of stealth. At least in first person. I don't want to say it was the first ever, but and the atmosphere can't be beat. There's also a tremendous number of very good fan missions out there, and it sounds like this will support them out of the box, which is pretty great. Livy says, I'm procrastinating packing. I've seen my older sis in Kentucky and then some friends in Michigan for almost a month. Yeah, that sounds like a good trip. Well, I hope you get your packing done. I always like to try and get my packing done a little early, and I'm not panicking. I hate the last minute pack when it's late at night and you gotta leave early in the morning and you're like, ugh. Alright, so that is the remastered. That's kind of exciting. So, what else do we want to look at here, gang? Do y'all have any trailers that you'd like me to check out? Any big, exciting announcements that you'd like to share that I might not have heard about? While you guys think about that, if there's anything that you think I should see, I'm going to fire up the Guild Wars 3 trailer, because I am also quite excited for that one. It's a pretty cool trailer, so I mean, looks like a cool MMO. It might not be as cool to people who do not play Guild Wars 2, but I think it's pretty neat. All right. Let's get this up here. Let's get this up here. Pop out. Where is that? Why can't I? I'm so confused. Huh, that's weird. Why can't I watch it picture in picture? There we go. There we go. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, it looks like you can. Great. J-Tut, I never did play WoW Classic because I rarely played any WoW at all. I've played a teeny tiny little bit of WoW, but I was always a Guild Wars guy. All right, let's watch this. So one of the big things about Guild Wars 2, and now it looks like Guild Wars 3, is mounts, riding mounts.
We all have our own reasons for coming to this vast frontier. But for our guild, we who protect this land, one reason stands above all others. Our wonder.
It looks really pretty.
We see it in your eyes. Wonder at the
Wall running?
astonishing power that
That's not in
shapes
Guild Wars
this
2.
land of awe. At the great spirits to whom we are bound.
That looks like Aurene, or a dragon of some kind.
Dominion over all.
The gods of humanity.
We cannot guarantee your comfort or even your safety. But if you yearn for horizons unexplored,
Looks like playable bear character. Those races called the Kodan.
fellowship and purpose, for a cause worth dying for, to you we can promise magic.
Looks pretty good. I don't know. They're saying it's going to be very kinetic, like momentum-based movement, which Guild Wars 2 already has, but it looks like maybe they're doing more of that, which is welcome. You know, that's pretty exciting. Delsa says it is ambitious and risky to launch an MMO these days. It truly is. I mean, it is not a genre that has seen a lot of success, except for the very established incumbent franchises. But, as Delsa says, Guild Wars as a series has tenure. There is a large fan base there, and I'm sure they'll come out for it. But if they bungle it, then that's a double-edged sword, right? So I am very keen to see what ArenaNet can accomplish with Guild Wars 3. They have also committed to supporting Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars Reforged indefinitely with new content, you know, and all that, even after Guild Wars 3 is released, which is really good. I think that's them hedging their bets because, as you say, it's risky to launch a AAA MMO in 2027, you know, so yeah. Dubsia says, I thought of you right away when I saw that Guild Wars 3 trailer. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed the Guild Wars 2 videos, Dubsia. Random Reploid. Yes, Guild Wars 3, I believe, Guild Wars 2, pardon me, is in the top 3 MMOs, but I think, I don't know for sure, but I think they might be a distant third, you know, behind, I guess, WoW and FF14. I mean, they are considering everything that, you know, that studio has been through over the years, the ups and downs that Guild Wars has experienced. It's phenomenal, you know, where they're at these days. It's a fantastic time to be a Guild Wars fan. And it's amazing that they're doing as well as they are. And, you know, as a developer, ArenaNet has always had a tremendous amount of heart. They're really earnest and invested in their games and their communities. They don't always hit it 100%, nail, you know, on the head, but they sure give it their all. And when they do hit it, they knock it out of the park. You know, Guild Wars 2 is in the best place it's ever been. It's a tremendous game with a stupid amount of content at this point. And I think more than any other MMO studio, ArenaNet has always been willing to, break free of the stagnation of the genre, to be very forward thinking in their design philosophies. And I think in large part that's why Guild Wars 2 holds up as well as it does today. And I imagine that they're going to continue that very player-focused, player-friendly, consumer-friendly approach to the way they design Guild Wars 3 as well. That seems to be pretty core to their DNA as a studio. So we shall see. We shall see. Yakanona says, I didn't even know Guild Wars 3 was an MMO, or Guild Wars was an MMO. Well, the first Guild Wars kind of wasn't. It kind of was and it kind of wasn't. It had massively multiplayer hubs, like hub cities and towns, but then the wilderness was like party-based, where you could go out with parties of up to 8 other people, or NPCs, if you preferred. And so Guild Wars 1 was sort of a weird hybrid. Guild Wars 2 is a pure MMO, big open areas, with hundreds of players. So I'm not familiar with Trade Wars, Yakanona. Oh, you play FF14? Yeah, I guess I knew that. Random Reploid, I would love for ArenaNet to nail it with Guild Wars 3. I really hope they do. Like I said, they got a lot of heart. I think they've got some bold design philosophies. I hope they nail it. I'm very excited for it. In the meantime, I'm going to keep playing Guild Wars 2. And like I said, one of the cool things that they're doing is starting this year, they're going to be adding in a new Hall of Monuments to Guild Wars 2. And what that'll be is a means by which your achievements and accomplishments in Guild Wars 2 will transfer over into Guild Wars 3 and give you benefits in Guild Wars 3, whether it's unique armor skins or unique titles. They had a similar kind of situation between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2, and a lot of the most sought after titles and cosmetics in Guild Wars 2, maybe not most sought after, but come from completing certain achievements and collections and accomplishments in Guild Wars 1. So they have an established pattern or system for doing that, and I think they're going to do something similar, hopefully even more elaborate, for bridging Guild Wars 2 to Guild Wars 3. And that way, the content, like what you're doing in Guild Wars 2, is not only satisfying for its own sake and progression within Guild Wars 2, but it feels like, you're carrying that forward. It has this broader value, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's scroll back a little bit here. That's right, yeah, Thief did go on to inspire the Splinter Cell series. Levy, you've been watching my old photo editing vids. I appreciate that. I never did do one for my our honeymoon cruise last year. I could still do one. Dylan and Attractive want me to check out the Fable trailer. So is it a new trailer? Or is it like a gameplay thing? What should I go check out? I've not watched the God of War trailer either, Melbeck. We should definitely go watch that. Yes, for sure. And Bruce just the Gothic remake, which is out now, isn't it? I think it's out now. Okay, well, let's queue up. Fable trailer 2026. I don't know quite what we're gonna get here, but what is this? Fable release date trailer? No, that was from back in February. Tifa and Street Fighter. Interesting crossover. I do not play RuneScape Classic B-Shaw. It's weird because it seems like something I really should, but I do not. Okay, here we go. Fable on Xbox Game Showcase. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Yes. Picture. There it is. Okay. Let's check this out. I'm curious. We've seen a fair bit of this, but I am curious to see if they show a little more gameplay. Tokyo said, I'm excited for Guild Wars 3 because I really want to start an MMO. I haven't played one in years. How's the community? Is it easy to meet friends? Yeah, I would say so. I think it's a very welcoming community. Famously friendly, actually. I haven't been like a new player for a long time, so I must admit I'm pretty entrenched playing, with the people that I play with. I haven't gone looking for new people or new guilds, but there's always guild recruiting in map chat. There's always people willing to help out in map chat, especially in the starter zones. If you go to any of the big cities, you'll absolutely find people guilds recruiting for beginners or whatever. Sorry, I was going somewhere and I just completely derailed. Where did it go? I was going to say one cool feature is in the big map-wide meta events, people will tag up as commanders, which is like a little fancy tag that you can see on the map, and they will lead big squads of players. They'll provide direction. They'll show you where to position yourself on the map for different mechanics and whatnot. So that's a way that newer players can sort of take part in meta events that can otherwise be a little confusing if there's a lot going on all at once, so. Yeah, so Guild Wars 3, the one downside here is it is a little ways out. It is not entering beta until next year. I expect that we will see a launch maybe late next year or early 2028 is my guess. So that's a long way off. But in the meantime, Guild Wars 2 is very good, and it's free to play the base game. So if you're curious, check it out. Like, it's well worth checking out. If anybody has any questions about it, or wants to even group up potentially, hit me up. Shoot me a message on Discord. I'd be happy to show you the ropes. Thoric says, I'm cautiously optimistic. It looks great, but let's hope it has the right balance of familiar and new. That's always the risk when you are, putting a new game out in a series that has a very entrenched community, right? Especially, a community that's been playing the same game for the last 14 years. Guild Wars is going to be PC and PS5 at launch. I wouldn't be surprised to see it come to other platforms after launch. Kilomila says, I contemplate sometimes if in the 50s or 60s on a radio show people got ASMR. I bet you they did. Yo, Trick Sheep, how you doing? It's been a hot minute. What's new? Trick Sheep says, hope you're doing well. I'm literally about to pass out again, but I had to say what up. Hey, wonderful to see you, Trick Sheep. Have a good rest. Oh, is it like actually cross-play? Yes, I'm pretty confident that PS5 players and PC players will be in the same pool. We'll be playing together. I'd be very surprised if not. I don't know if they've confirmed that, but I'd be surprised if not. Okay, let's watch this Fable trailer. Looks like 3 minutes.
Do I remember the moment my powers came in? Well, I was being crushed to death with seawater and mud and manure.
This is a really good looking game.
Whilst holding onto my sister's hand.
So
I remember her fingers gripped so tightly in mine that her nails drew blood.
some really impressive performance capture too.
I lost her grip. But she stayed away.
So, bearing in mind, this is the same Playground Games that just put out Forza Horizon 6, which is pretty wild.
I know why you're here. You want to talk about them. They're not real heroes.
You ever seen a legend in the flesh?
All that power, how do they use it? Killing mindless beasts. Fighting petty villains. None of that matters.
Look what the guild shut out.
A real hero knows how to wield power. Don't waste time on trivialities.
You're back. And dressed like a twat. More important things to worry about than vegetables.
A hero knows how to live with their choices.
Oi! What the fuck was that?
Wow, language.
Just sent my brother into the infinite fucking abyss without even asking permission.
Remorse? Remorse is for the guilty. Look, I will tell you what I told them. Albion is broken, and I'm going to mend it.
So I'm guessing this is villain.
Doesn't need heroes. It needs a hero.
You're a monster.
And that hero is me.
This game looks really good. Like, the graphics are incredible. The art direction is amazing. She sounds like she's jealous. Maybe a little bit. A little bit of that narcissism going on there. Oh, spooky dude. Looks really good. Looks really good. And considering how hard Playground just smashed it with Forza Horizon 6. Like, they've got some serious cred right now. So yes, I'm very excited to see what Fable do. What it gonna be? All right, scrolling back a little bit here. I know I missed some chat. Artractive suggested The Last Robin, Black Flag Resynced, and Spyro. Not familiar with The Last Robin, but we should definitely check that out. That sounds interesting. And I would like to see the Spyro trailer as well. We should watch the new God of War trailer for sure. Yeah, let's do God of War next. What's it called? God of War Laufey? Okay. PlayStation. Watch picture in picture. Okay, y'all can see that? Alright. Let's take a look. Yeah, how you doing, Eyelash? Good to see you. This looks very dramatic. How long is this trailer? Oh, this is long. This is 23 minutes long. Okay, is there like a trailer rather than like a whole gameplay thing? Because as cool as I'm sure this is, I'm sure it's real neat, but I don't necessarily have 20 whatever minutes to watch. That's hilarious. I go to my homepage and it's like, oh look, a stream of the ASMR nerd. Why would Google show me this, or why would YouTube show me this? I don't know. let's see if there's a trailer. Official gameplay reveal. No, this again, 23 freaking minutes long. Okay, well, it looks like IGN has some kind of 4.5 minute long trailer. So maybe that's what we should be watching here. Meet the cast, etc., etc. No. Okay, let's see what IGN's got. Official first look trailer. That sounds like what we want. I could skip through it, but I'd just rather have something kind of condensed. I don't have to navigate through. Likely mature. Alright. Let's try this. This combat looks wild. Okay, this is a combat first look, which I guess isn't going to give us much of the story.
I'm the lead hero designer on God of War Lao Fei.
Hi, my name is Denny. I am a design director focused on combat and progression.
Hopefully this will give
I
us
think Fei's
the
power
vibe, though.
really starts with her past. As the guardian of the giants, she has proven roots as a warrior. Her combat needed to feel incredibly lethal, powerful, and fluid.
It's a whole lot of
overall extremely satisfying.
air
We
stuff.
wanted to build upon the strengths of the modern God of War combat system. And at the same time, we wanted to inject a little bit more of that old school, classic God of War DNA into it. So with the addition of jump, there's a lot of fun, new, more over-the-top things that you can do in this game compared to the grounded nature of the previous two games. And I think it leads to a fresh yet familiar feel to the combat system that I think everyone will enjoy.
We knew that we wanted to push on Fei's mobility, and by allowing her to transition seamlessly between the air and the ground
A lot of these
states, it
dudes
led to this
talking.
hyper-responsiveness that quickly became
I want to see
fundamental
more.
to what made her so fun to play.
Phasing increased mobility
Looks very pretty.
adds a new layer to both the offense and defense.
Yeah, it looks pretty intense.
Players have. You can jump over enemy attacks. Enemies will also threaten you with more dangerous attacks that you have to use increased mobility to deal with.
Yeah, it does look like mobility is
One of
pretty
the defining
key.
aspects of Fei's sword is its tempo, which is a deliberate combination of speed, control, and relentlessness. From the moment that we see Fei wielding the sword, she's attacking with this incredible pace, and she's able to do that by building and
So
maintaining
explain to
this
me what the
momentum
hate train
and
is
allowing
about.
that momentum to carry
Why?
one attack to the next. And that creates this relentlessness in the way that Fei
What is
wields
it
the
that people
sword.
dislike about this?
The giants were one of Odin's biggest threats, and they
It's just
wielded
like, it's
powerful
not
magic,
Kratos.
and they had an affinity for manipulating souls. When Fei,
Because it's not Kratos, it's a girl. Wow, okay.
She finds her own soul-related abilities supercharged.
Alright, I think we can safely
They hit
disregard
them so
those
hard
opinions.
that their soul will actually detach from their original body. And from that point on, there's a lot of cool things you can do. You can
I'm
attack
sure
the soul, you
that
can
we
knock
will
it
get
into
more
other
Kratos
enemies,
God of War
watch the
at
soul
some point.
boomerang back to the original body and deal damage to it. I think players are going to have a lot of fun discovering all the intricacies and ways to master it.
People are complaining because it's not Kratos, it's his wife, the mother of his child. Just a bunch of misogynist crap. Okay, alright.
Rue, the ribbons of Fei's legendary sword, will act in sync with Fei to bolster her
Oh, I hadn't
moveset,
heard that
but isn't
Potato Boy
necessarily
Tweety.
gonna strike out
Interesting.
on her own unless directed by Fei. And that gives Fei this exciting opportunity to elevate the combat prowess of the pair to a greater degree than they'd individually be capable of. As soon as Fei acquires
God of
the
War
sword, she
laundry.
strikes powerfully at an enemy, knocking them back.
Come on,
and then whips
guys.
the ribbons at the enemy, which ultimately sets her up.
I don't
for
know,
this
again, I have no
finisher.
patience for...
And that more direct synchronization between characters
just-
is very telling of how the dynamic
whatever.
between Rue and Fei will play out, which is very
Just don't
different
give...
from what
I
we've seen
figure like...
Frank
It's
is
better to
your
just not give
cosmic
that kind of
teacher.
dialogue
He's there
any...
to support you and +1 your actions.
any,
If I kick an enemy into
airtime,
Frank,
you know?
Frank will actually trampoline them up into the air.
Or
I can jump up, air dash toward it, slash him with
any
my
credit.
sword, and then pull him into me with the ribbons and execute him with a cool cinematic finisher. But at the same time, you know, it's up to me. I can also just kick the enemy in, watch Frank trampoline them, turn my attention to some other enemy, and decide to go off and let Frank deal with that. Over
Okay,
the course
so-
of the game,
sorry,
you'll be
there's a
able to
cube?
upgrade both Rue and Frank to tailor them to
Frank?
your own playstyle.
What? Explain to me the cube. It's like a gelatinous cube.
We focus a lot on Fei today, but at the other end of the spectrum, there are plenty of evil gods, gigantic creatures, and spectacular sequences to experience in the game.
But there's plenty more about Fei that we've yet to share, and we can't wait to share with you in the future.
Thanks for watching.
Just made a batch of gel. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. I must admit, I'm not like the world's biggest God of War guy. I played a bit of that reboot from a while back, and that's largely my exposure to the God of War series. That was cool. I enjoyed what I played, but I don't have strong feelings about the series one way or another, really. So, but that looks neat. I don't know. That combat looks baller. So. Okay, I'm just gonna try and get caught up here a little bit because I got really far behind. Tokyo asked, what race do I play as in Guild Wars? I play human because I'm boring and basic, but I do have an Asura character that I almost never play, and I do have a Sylvari as well that I almost never play. My main is a human. Derpalord says, I have some unfortunate news. It's becoming more and more likely that I absentmindedly threw away my entire MTG collection while cleaning. What? That is extremely unfortunate. I am sorry to hear it, Derpalord. Bummer. I hope you do find it. Delsa says, a bit off topic, but I wanted to ask, do you ever use CRT displays in your setup? If not, would you? Yo, okay, I love a good CRT. I was a holdout. I did not switch to LCDs until, let's say, 2011-ish. I do have a CRT TV that is in my parents'... It's either in their basement or it's in my old bedroom at their place. I'm actually not sure. That I hope to get into this place one day when I have space for it. That being said, I do not have a CRT currently, and as much as I think CRTs are rad, it really is a space thing. They're huge and heavy and, well, I was going to say expensive. Some of them can be these days, but mostly huge and heavy, unwieldy. So no, I do not currently have a CRT, but I would like to get one going again. Lord says, luckily I had enough saved up that I could get myself a draft night box and an entire box of 30 set boosters. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're able to get yourself up and running again so you can play. How does that make you a fake fan, B-Shaw, playing RuneScape Classic Mobile? There was some pretty strong language there, wasn't there, Eyelash? Potato Boy VD says, I'm still on the fence with Fable. It does not give feral energy at all. It definitely gives British humor, though. Fable energy. That makes more sense. You don't think it has that lion head goofiness? Bolus, I think it can't hurt to check out Guild Wars 2 right now. It's going to be a totally different game than Guild Wars 3, and some of your accomplishments will carry over, so. Tokyo says, I strictly want this game, referring to Fable, because they had Richard Ayoade in the trailer. Yes, it looks like they got some pretty good talent in terms of the acting. Bruce, you were not a fan of the original Fable games? Is that what I'm getting from this? Nice, White Wolf. That's a very nice thing to do. Potato Boy VD says, I adore Fable and I want it to play amazing and have what had made Fable Fable. I must admit, I'm not a super big Fable nerd. I played the first game some. I never played 2 or 3, so I'm a pretty casual Fable enjoyer. Just catching up on Just rolling over what people were saying about the new God of War. Dark Lord says meeting was supposed to start at 10. Guy hasn't joined, or let me know he'd be late. Yeah, you got. I mean, okay, he's there. There you go. Have a good meeting, Dark Lord. Gex Sunrise says people hating on Talking Blue Cube Companion. Yeah, I don't know. I think that could be just fine. I mean, you know, Portal, considered one of the best games of all time, and we had a companion cube in that game. People can't enjoy things anymore. It really does feel that way. Attractive says, I just enjoy games and ignore what people say. It's all brain rot rubbish complaining. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. Yeah, I don't know. People just like to find stuff to... Sometimes I think people are just looking for stuff to get mad about because they think it's fun or like they want to make a point, or I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the cube is a little weird, but I mean, like, I could see it working. I don't know. I think it all depends on execution, right? Yo, what's up, Limit 77? Yeah, we've had a lot of Kratos, it's true. Sorry, Gundam Rogue Orbit. Is that what you're suggesting, Potato Boy VD? Fair point, yeah, we're going to play Siri and Witcher 4. I'm sure some people are probably upset about that too, but you know what? We just ignore those people. It does feel like Xbox is really trying to turn things around, doesn't it, Bishaw? Oh, I did see that Galactic Racer trailer, Potato Boy. I did see that. It looks pretty good. We should watch that. Yeah, people just complain about everything now. It's true. Tokyo says, I learned a long time ago, just enjoy what I enjoy. Somebody will always hate whatever it is. But if it makes you happy, just do it. Yeah. If you're not hurting anyone else and it's something you love, just enjoy it. There will always be haters. There will always be haters. Yeah, Kanona, that would be rad. Doing some Mesoamerican gods. That would be cool as heck for a God of War. Yeah, Kanona, you play human in FF14. I don't know. I just kind of like my dude. That's fair. That all sounds legit. Yeah, Kanona. Okay, what else was on our list here? Man, I should have kept a list of things to check out instead of scrolling back and trying to... you suggested a few things are attractive. The Last Robin. What is The Last Robin? Oh, The Last Ronin. Is that what you were going for? I think that's probably what you were going for. Wait. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and The Last Ronin? Is that what I'm watching here? Is that what you want me to see? Okay. Sure, let's check it out. TMNT The Last Ronin. Let's check it out. Could be fun. Nope. Sorry, let's pop that out. There we go. Alright, let's go. I did not attractive. Despite being a child of the 90s. Oh, this is a Platinum. Of course, Platinum games. Despite being a child of the 90s, I actually engaged very little with the Turtles. Is this like the bloody, gritty reboot of TMNT? Oh, we don't get any gameplay. It's unfortunate. I don't know. It could be pretty cool. It could be pretty cool. I think that's pretty fun. Thoric, you gotta head to bed. Alright, you have a good one. Sleep well. And we will see you next time. Take care, Thoric. What else? What else? By the way, what's up, Japes? I don't know if I said hi, Japes. Black Flag resynced. Yeah, so I did see some of that prior to all the stuff this past week. It does look rad. We can look up a Black Flag resync trailer. Why not? Summer Games Fest trailer. Yeah, let's check that out. I have not seen this trailer, so let's see. Xbox sound.
Is it dangerous? Edward. Privateering. Is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this. This looks very well done.
But act according to our own collective madness. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye!
Oh man, Ezio's family, the AC theme just always hits so good.
Away from the grandest prize of all.
After you, Captain. Path ahead is dangerous.
Don't save me a spot in hell, Shaka. I ain't coming soon.
Also, the Black Flag theme is extremely good. Yeah, that looks very good. Definitely gonna pick that up. Spyro trailer. That is one I have not yet seen. Let's check that out. Spyro: A Realm Beyond. Is that it? Alright, let's check it out. Man, YouTube and Twitch are going to be all up my butt about copyright on this stream. I'm just going to get like 1 million copyright hits, but that's okay. I feel like this is commentary. This is transformative, okay? Totally acceptable use. Totally worth it. YOLO, indeed. I figured it was just a matter of time before we got a new Spyro, because Spyro was owned by Activision. And of course, that was part of Microsoft's big Activision Blizzard King acquisition. So, makes total sense that they're... Okay. Ah, there we go. We do get some gameplay. Alright. Okay. just a tiny little bit. That looks good though. That looks good. That looks fun. All right, cool. What else we got here? God of War, we already did. What were some other suggestions here? I'm just scrolling back through, looking to see what people have recommended or suggested. God of War, we did. All the controversy surrounding it, of course. Gundam Rogue Orbit. Sorry, is that what you're suggesting, Potato Boy TV? Gundam Rogue Orbit. I know next to nothing about Gundam, or like any Gundam anything, I have to admit. But I'm just gonna be watching this to see what is good. Alright.
On Earth, mankind measured time by seasons, not sirens. For a moment, the future felt promising.
And then it wasn't.
Out here, that promise is a lie.
I assume this is all cinematic. It's not in-game. Presumably. Brutal.
Every breath taken is inside an armored shell.
Some big stompy robots. Again, I know nothing about Gundam. I like the soundtrack.
You're our last hope.
This is extremely epic. So over the top.
It remembers one man. The pilot.
This has like Michael Bay Transformers vibes, I have to say. A little bit. Someone's probably gonna hate me for this saying that, but
Find me. I'm here.
alright, sure. I don't know, it looks kind of fun. It looks kind of fun. Alright. What else was suggested? Oh yeah, the Star Wars Galactic Racer story trailer does look really good. Let's go check that out. This is seriously still one of my most anticipated games of the year. It just looks great.
Where champions are born and losers annihilated. My sources say you've been making friends amongst our fellow League
Sebulba.
pilots. Racers don't go head-to-head against Sebulba. Legends do. They are not your friends.
That's right, Bisha.
Stay out of my way.
Oh, this is the dream shape.
This looks so good. This pod racing looks so good. It is straight up Burnout, right? like those wrecks, those crashes. A little bit of vehicular combat going on. The flamers and stuff. Like, that just looks really good. Yeah, Fuse Games, that's right. It's a bunch of like it's a bunch of Ghost Games folks, right? And Ghost Games was previously Need for Speed, but before that, Burnout, right? That looks really fun. I'm extremely into that. Definitely gonna be playing that. That pod racing looks sick. I love the original Star Wars Racer. Let's see. Biscuit Slim says, hey, not playing as Geralt is going to sting hard, don't get me wrong. I'm happy with Ciri because it works. But man, a Witcher game not playing as the White Wolf is depressing in itself. I betcha there will be some sequences where we play as Geralt. I'd be shocked if not. An open world Dragon Ball Z RPG. Didn't they do one of those? Wasn't that a thing like, I don't know, it's 6 or 7 years back? Oh, 1666 Amsterdam. Okay, I've not seen a trailer for this, but I did hear about it and it sounds pretty sweet. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Is there a trailer? It's not like 12 minutes or whatever. Here we go, world premiere, yeah. Jeff Keighley's going to tell us about it.
Expands Enzo's journey in Mafia: The Old Country this August. Okay, can you imagine working on something for 16
Wow, this is like really unsynchronized. What's up with this?
Expands Enzo's journey in Mafia: The Old Country.
Okay, I don't know why the audio is not synced with the video here, but hopefully the trailer is.
16 years of your life. Back in 2010, the creator of Assassin's Creed set out on a journey to build his next time-bending epic. Today, after many twists and turns, it is finally time for Patrice Désilets to invite you in to his new world.
Okay, yeah, let's hope the trailer itself is.
I was born to be the collector.
Do you guys want the closed captioning, or would you rather I turn it off? It can be a little helpful when the volume's low, but it's also taking up a big chunk of the screen. It looks like it's just auto-generated, so it's not always correct. So it's your guys' call. Yeah, I can notice as I agree that Gundam game had Michael Bay vibes. It really did, though, didn't it? That trailer very much did. You want to keep it on? Okay. Fair enough.
To protect a world I cannot be a part of. Destined to be feared for what I am. It is my fate. I have devoted my life to facing them. Those granted the power to raise souls. Those corrupted by their gifts.
Yeah, this looks sweet. I don't know what's going on,
The ancient balance toward cataclysm.
but it looks very cool.
But at last, their debt is due.
Also, prominently featured cats.
Every breath
Always a plus in my books. Look at all those kitties.
as
Very good kitties.
I take the first step. My time has come. I am ready.
So she's some kind of hunter of witches, demons, occult stuff. I'm actually not quite clear what that's about, but it looks really cool.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, Patrice Desolé.
1666 has been a monumental and emotional journey. David Lynch once said, the film is the talking. That's how I feel today about the game. Instead of explaining features, I'll simply say this. As of right now, the prologue is free to download on Steam and Epic Game Store.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I should go check that out.
It's a 30-minute story experience and amuse-bouche, if you will. I'll leave you with a glimpse of what's to come when the game launches on early access later this year. Join us for the journey. Merci and panache Kalis.
Cool. Oh. Definitely gonna have to go check that out. It sounds like that. Some kind of little story teaser that's free. I have to download and check out right now. Bolos. Oh, hey, your birthday tomorrow, Bolos? Heck yeah. Y'all, can we all join together here and sing happy birthday for Bolos? Let's do it all together. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy slightly early birthday, dear Bolos. Happy birthday to you. To Bunger. That was diabolical timing, Potato Boy GD. And many more. That was very good. That was very good. Happy birthday, Bolos. I do hope you have a good one. I hope you get to spend some time doing something you want to do, whatever that might be. Whatever that might be. All right, gang. You're very welcome, Bolos. I don't know if you're saying my singing was beautiful or the Bunger timing was beautiful, but either way. Potato Boy VD has purchased some keyboard sounds for Bolos, in which case I will say, Bolos, what kind of keyboard sounds would you like? Would you like some smooth and creamy keyboard sounds? Would you like some clacky and thocky keyboard sounds? Some clicky, snappy keyboard sounds? The TMNT game, the story is that you play as Michelangelo and all his brothers are dead, so he uses their weapons to get revenge. Whoa, that is like way more hardcore than I would have expected for a TMNT game. Wow. Is that from a comic then? That arc, that storyline? That's right, Bruce. Piranha Bytes did Piranha Byte to dust, didn't they? Sadly. It's just too bad. You know, they had been around for a very long time doing doing things in their own way. I played some of Gothic 2. I played quite a bit of Gothic 3, which I know is not actually the one that people like, but I played quite a bit of Risen as well. I enjoyed Risen. Yeah, rip in peace, Piranha Bytes. Hey, Derpalord, thank you for gifting that sub to Bolos. Bolos, a happy birthday from Derpalord with a gift sub. I'm going to tap on this here just for you. Just for you. Bolos, you like a smooth, creamy board. Alright, let's see what I can find. Which? Whomst? Hold on a second. Where is the board I'm thinking of? Where did I put that? Just 1 second, friends. There's one I'm thinking of, and I don't know where it went. Not here. I literally had it in my hand just the other day. It was downstairs. It's the Attack Shark board. Where the frick did I put that? 1 second, friends. I'll be right back. It might be downstairs. Just give me a moment. Now I want to know where this keyboard got to. BRB. All right. This board has a delightful, smooth and creamy sound to it. What are you kids up to in here? Causing trouble? No, you never do that. Heading off, Bishaw. Bishaw says, gotta hit the sack. Everyone have a great night, and I'll see you next time. I was stoked to see the hype train tonight. You deserve it, boss. Bishaw, thank you. That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. You have a great night, Bishaw. Sleep well, and have an excellent week. J-Tut, this is the Attack. I'm trying to remember if it's Attack or Attack Shark. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. It's the Yogo 75 Pro, anyway. I think it's Attack Shark. Let me just double check that. Let me make sure I'm not lying about that. Maybe it's just ATK. Maybe it's Attack Gear. Pardon me. Pardon me. ATK Attack Gear Yogo 75 Pro. They ran a Kickstarter for it earlier this year. It's a nice sounding board, that's for sure. %, Bruce. They absolutely made the games with love, despite the jank. There's a lot of heart in those games. All right, all right. What other games were on the list to check out here for trailers? Keely just gonna watch us for a while. I already have the longest game backlog ever. I'll never play all my games, ever. Gex Sunrise says, I have so many concerts in September, so I think all I can budget for games right now is the new Control, which looks pretty cool. Control Resonant looks off the hook. Oh, Mick Gordon doing the music for that Gundam game? That makes so much sense. That's why I enjoyed that so much. That slapped. Tokyo asks, do they show anything of the Warhorse Lord of the Rings game? I remember I know they announced it. I don't know if they've showed anything. I don't think I've seen anything from it. Yeah, I feel like we are still pushing the envelope in real-time graphics, you know, with full path tracing and all that. There is a, you know, there is a certain verisimilitude to the lighting, you know, that is pretty hard to achieve with raster lighting, but or like screen space effects. But I will say that you're right, we are hitting diminishing returns. There's no doubt about that. Have I seen Alcahest? Have I seen Alcahest? That name sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen a trailer. Set in a murky medieval world. Is this game out? Release date TBA. This looks pretty cool. All right, let's look up. Let's see if there's an Alcahest trailer. Reveal trailer, gameplay reveal trailer 1 day ago. All right, let's check this out. Whoa, that ain't good. All right, we got some mines going on, some dank mining. This looks very, my first thought with the kicking is immediately Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Okay. They mine the dank weed here, indeed. Are these orcs? I don't know. Orcs, goblins, kobolds. Not kobolds, what am I looking for? Bugbears. But not kobolds. Dang. Look at that booty. You guys see that booty? Man's got cake. Alright. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that looks like some very kinetic combat. Again, it makes me think very much of Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. That Peach. Did he really have that? They have to have him turn around and like just straight up. Like, I feel like that had to be intentional, right? Those cheeks. Oh dear. Yikes. White Wolf says, I got a mechanical keyboard, and when a person is talking to me, they can hear me taking notes. Don't you love it? Isn't it beautiful? Gotta love it. Tokyo says, I love this board's sound. Is there one that is pink or green with the same kind of sound? Like specifically this model, it did come in a couple different colors. You could look up the model, the ATK Yogo 75 Pro, and I can't remember what the other colorways are, but it did come in a couple of different colorways. Potato Boy says, nothing from Lord of the Rings, but my guess is we'll see something at Gamescom in August. I could see it, yeah. I could see it. Not a game from this year, but it's only been announced and showed gameplay last year. It's called Dench Attack. Again, that name sounds familiar. That game sounds familiar. It was revealed 9 months ago. Sure, why not? Let's take a look. This looks very radical. Whatever it is. Very cool art style. Yo, what? Whoa, what is happening? You play, what? What is happening? You play as a... What is happening? Huh. Like parkour train? Wait, what? What? Is that a magic girl Power Ranger? What is happening? I don't know what to make of any of that. If Sonic in public transport had a baby. That is a perfect description. Absolutely, Tokyo. Densha equals train. Okay, that helps. Huh. A sick ass train skating game. Tony Hawk's Pro Train Skater. Huh. That's quite something. Come on. That was fun. I don't know what to make of any of that other than I liked it. Oh, that was fun. Crazy Taxi energy, both trains and Tony Hawk. Yes. Yes, Jet Set also, yes. That's wild. The demo felt a bit railroaded though. Is already demo. Naga says, I'd love to just kick some guys. Looks like you could in that game, Alcahest. Wait, really, Tokyo? Like the actual places? That's amazing. They had a big poster for the game inside the walls. Yo, that's so cool. Huh. I mean, I guess I don't know what I expected. That makes total sense though, because they totally did base those games off of real history, right? So, but yeah, that's rad. Oh, now I have somewhere I need to get to. That is not the cake you want for your birthday, Bolos. Are you sure? Not the cake we needed, but the cake we deserve. Steel Neko says the most baffling announcement from this weekend is that the next Yakuza game is including Tupac. Yeah, that is pretty random. That is extremely random. I don't know what to say about that. Then again, the new James Bond game features Lenny Kravitz for no explicable reason, so, you know, at least he's still alive, I guess. That kind of makes more sense. Just scrolling. We can probably turn off the 10-second slow mode at this point, I bet. That's probably fine. Thank you, Eyelash. I appreciate that. Thank you. What game looks best so far, Danita? I don't know. Of the trailers we've watched here tonight, what looks best? Honestly, that Fable trailer looks really good. I think Fable looks pretty lit. I am very excited for Star Wars Galactic Racer. Free from your chains. The scamps will reign supreme. Was there White Wolf? Was there a board peripheral for PS2 or PS3 for Tony Hawk? Like that you could stand on? That's wild. Here they are. They broke containment. They're out of the chat. They're all over the stream. Hope that's what you wanted. Look what you've done. An intense stare request from Potato Boy Tweety. All right, okay. It's been a while since I've done an intense stare, so I have to make sure I up the intensity. Feel my stare boring into your soul. Oh, that's bright. Dang, those video lights are bright. So bright. So intense. Like my stare. Ah, that increases the intensity. Ah. How intense is the stare? Yes. The people's eyebrow. Okay, I gotta blink. My eyes are getting starting to hurt. Oh man. Thank you. I've been waiting for that one. I've been practicing in the mirror. Careful Lord says when trains in Japan are a couple minutes late, they lose their minds. This got delayed by a month. They must be furious. Oh dear. Yeah, Blue Gamer, I saw a couple clips. It really does. It is a bit of a jarring thing. Stranger Than Heaven. Is that in the Yakuza series then? I don't know a lot about the series, honestly. Welcome back, Bolos. Tokyo says, I walked from Rate to Ledechko, and then when I got home, I did that same journey in the game. So cool, because I recognized a lot more, even though it's just forest and streams. That's amazing that they went to all that effort of like modeling not just the towns, but the countryside in between as well. That's incredible. Those camp noises are all me, Bolos, all me. I have seen some Phantom Blade Zero, yeah, not from this year, but from, I guess, last year or previous years. They've been showing that game off for quite a while, huh? Starglitcher says the Persona 6 teaser reveal trailer is rather short, but looks exciting. Okay, Persona, another series I have 0% experience with, but I appreciate and respect the heck out of it. It's like the bold styling of those games looks really cool. Again, having never played them, I think they look super cool. Just incredibly stylish. Let's look it up. Persona 6 trailer. Yeah, exactly, Potato Boy. That's how I feel about it too. Not a whole lot going on in this trailer so far, I have to admit. That sound is like anti-ASMR. It's like the opposite of ASMR. Okay, well, there's not a lot to see there, but I'm sure that's very exciting for Persona fans. Interesting. All right. Steel Neko says, I played P5 and the UI design is so slick. Yes, I absolutely respect the the insane UIs in those games. Neemsy asks, what games have you been playing in your free time these days, Nick? Mostly Forza Horizon 6 and a little bit of Oblivion Remastered, going back to that. And let's see. Oh, Dragon Quest 3, the 2D or 3 HD 2D remaster. And I'd fire up Guild Wars 2, you know, dailies, just hop on through my dailies. I still play Genshin Impact. Play a little Diablo 2 Resurrected here and there. Yeah. At the moment, that's kind of what I'm playing. Our tractor says, been lurking while I made dinner. Hope I didn't miss too much. It depends on how long you've been lurking, I guess. You know, just good vibes. That's all. Tokyo says, Persona 5 got me through some hard times. I just bought it on a whim. Can't wait for 6. Nice. Wrestle, what am I drinking? I am drinking. Oh, this guy right here. The Dino Sour Watermelon. It is a watermelon flavored sour. It's pretty good. I like it. Very refreshing. New game shown this past week was Blood Message. It's all gameplay. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so I have little to no context for The Wolf Among Us. I know it was a Telltale game. I know it's like a, you know, Choices Matter visual novel type game. Maybe visual novel is not quite the right term, but like, you know, adventure game. I know they announce a Wolf Among Us 1 like remaster, but I didn't actually realize they announced Wolf Among Us 2. I see. It's kind of been resurrected. Take Spring. What's this about? Thief 2? Yakanana said, I have really mixed to negative feelings on the Tupac thing. I'm a huge fan, and Snoop is just juicing his image way too much. Pac was imperfect, but he was an activist and prolific figure, not a gimmick. Interesting. I never really considered that aspect. I don't have any attachment, or I don't feel one way or another, but that's an interesting perspective to hear. So you think this is just Snoop cashing in? Deshi says, I was just watching a video of yours from 6 years ago. ASMR Gaming News Elden Ring. Sorry, what? Elden Ring 6? Elder Scrolls 6 is probably where you're going with that. Elder Scrolls 6. You know what? They're still working on it. Elder Scrolls 6 is still in development. We saw nothing of it this year. I bet you we don't see anything of it next year. But the year after that, I'm calling it. We'll see some Elder Scrolls 6 in 2028. That's my bold prediction. Got it. Still not going. Okay. Oh, in my list of games that I play recently, yes, Thief 2. Every hour, yeah. Making a new video every hour. I get you. Tokyo, thank you for being a part of the Epic Hype Train. Thank you just for being here. Thank you for being here every stream. Hype Train or no Hype Train, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being part of it. I too need to get some sleep. It is definitely that time. I do work in the morning. So, let's say we have time for one more trailer. Let's say one more trailer. But what trailer should that be? I don't even know. Because again, I don't even know what what other stuff has been announced. One more trailer. Anybody have a suggestion? Resident Evil Code Veronica. Again, I'm not a Resident Evil guy, but sure, we can check it out. Are they remastering that? Oh, Atomic says Clockwork Revolution. Naga says Alien 2. I should have put it out there because now everyone's gonna have trailers. You know what? I'm curious about Clockwork Revolution. That one's the one from In Exile, right? And that's been in the works for years. Does it have a release date yet? I'm curious to see what they're showing for that. So let's see. Clockwork Revolution, The Heist. All right. Let's check it out. I think this game has very cool looking vibes.
It's my kind of night. Alarms are ringing. Bullets are flying.
What you do that for?
My fingers slip. And every copper in the tangle is on my tail.
Hooligans, come to order. Piss off.
Let me introduce you to some of my esteemed colleagues.
Even my schemes have schemes.
Me, I prefer to make it up as I go.
I'm getting like,
Oh, you'll have better odds getting through without me.
I mean, this is clearly kind of steampunk, but
Pickings for someone with any sand. Then give my regards.
it gives me a little bit of Dishonored,
Cheap rubbish.
but it's clearly got, you know, a bit of sense of humor. It's giving me a little bit of Bioshock, slightly.
As they say.
Fun character designs.
We're not here for you.
Not here for me. I'm Anne fucking Darrow.
Alright.
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswick's vault for months now. We're putting the heist tonight, yeah? Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
Greetings. I am the Miracle Industries auto-loading crane. If you have the authority, I am at your service.
What happens if I fired a few holes in you?
The lift is now unlocked.
Yeah, a bit of Bioshock Infinite Energy, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of a Borderlands vibe. I can see what you mean in terms of like kind of outsized characters.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
Hello, frightened human. I can get you out of this.
Right, I forgot about this whole time loop situation.
25 years back in time.
That's right, like time, or not time loop, but like time manipulation.
Changing the course of history.
It's like a major aspect of it, eh?
Easy choices. But I just found a way to control the past. Change who's in control. Make things unfair. In our favor. Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soak. The pimp, the blood, the priest. Who do we like?
I mean, if nothing else, it looks like quite a spectacle.
The ways they stick it to ya, and when they're done with chucking it up, oh, downstairs, well, they're all gonna screw you in the end.
Nothing's ever given to folk like us. Especially not the future. But this time, we've a chance to steal it. What more could an honest thief ask for?
Well, they're all going to screw you in the
Yeah, I mean, that looks crazy. Coming in due time. There we go. Okay, so it's not a release date announcement yet, but Oh, Xbox exclusive. That is interesting. Given that this has been a hot topic of discussion as of late, so it looks like Xbox is opting to return to console exclusives. Interesting. Interesting. Fascinating. Yakanano says, I think so, Nick, and Snoop may see it differently. I don't dislike Snoop, but he turned Death Row into a cheesy NFT label at one point and did some weird pack AI stuff. Yeah, I can see how that might rub you the wrong way. That's fair. Alright, gang. Well, those were some games. And Atomics, thank you for the Clockwork Revolution suggestion. Naga, I'm sorry we didn't watch the Alien 2 trailer. I'll check it out on my own time. Maybe, I mean, none of these were like especially ASMR anyway, but I feel like Alien Isolation might be the least ASMR. I don't know. Maybe not. That might not be true. But all right. Biscuits Limp, I actually did play Resident Evil Village a little bit, and I did a video with it on my channel back when it came out. Yes, lots of good stylish facial hair in Clockwork Revolution, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it looks fun. That game looks really fun. Okay, so FF7 Revelation, that's the part 3 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? I have a little context for any of that. I've not played any of it, but I'm happy for the people that are into that. That the part 3 is finally coming. They really, really stretched that out, eh? But if people are enjoying it, then I guess that's good. Gears 4 E-Day also going to be Xbox exclusive. Okay, so there you go. I guess this is the answer. They are going back to exclusives. Sounds like a thing. I don't know what game is. Yeah, is Game Pass going to keep having first-party games available day one? It's a good question. Naga says, I'm sure Xbox is just going to try the old, what if we just did again what we did before when we were cool? 100% yes. I think they've said as much. That's my tummy. Better go get a bite to eat after this. So many games, so little time. Extremely true. Interesting to hear you say that, Bruce. Unreal Engine games are looking samey. Interesting to hear you say that. My understanding is that that's usually just down to developer choice. And, you know, using sort of what tools are available sort of at their defaults, in a sense. I could be wrong about that, but I'd be curious to hear more of your opinion on that. Because my understanding was that really you could do anything you wanted visually with Unreal if you want to put in the work, or, you know, the design work or the technical work. But, you know, many studios choose not to because that is obviously more expensive and time consuming. Yeah, it's just devs using canned stuff. Yeah, okay. Well, that I can see. So many games, so little time, indeed. Friends, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This was a slightly atypical stream. We will return to your regularly scheduled gaming streams next Sunday. But I just thought this would be a fun way to check out some of the really fun stuff that had been announced over the past week. Obviously, there's a ton of stuff we didn't touch on here. If I didn't touch on one of your favorites, I apologize. But I will, on my own time, go probably crawl through the Games Recap website and just check out everything that looks interesting to me. I will not be doing an Xbox Game Showcase reaction video this year, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. But hopefully I will do a top 10 most anticipated games from Summer Games Season 2026 video. If I have my stuff together, maybe I can get that out by next weekend. If not, it's going to be after I get back from the field work, which is going to be like a month from now or so, give or take. So that sucks if that's the case, but it might just have to be. We'll just have to see. But at some point down the road, there will be such a video. Before we wrap it up here, let's go see who is streaming right now and who we can go visit. Because it's always nice to go take the good vibes we got going on here and go raid a friend. Raid a friend. Who did we raid last time? Why can't I remember? Who did we go visit? Who haven't we visited for a while? I feel like we have not visited. Okay, we have visited Falcor pretty recently, but also I really do like Falcor and her streams and everything they got going on over there, so we're gonna raid Falcor tonight. The vibes are just immaculate, and she has adorable guinea pigs. What more could you ask for? Let's go raid Falcor. Her stream says, a mysterious cave of tingles and some really gay merch. Perfect. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Please do stay for the raid, friends. When you get there, if you're not following Falcor, hit that follow. Falcor is wonderful. Our community is wonderful. The tingles are immaculate. You will love it. Go hit that follow. If you are subscribed, which like many of you are now, especially after the insane gifting spree from today, once again, thank you so much, friends. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But if you are subscribed, you know, we got the ASM raid. One of my favorite emotes on the channel here. Feel free to use it. And also, it's Baby Peach. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it very much. Welcome. We're just wrapping up the stream here, but hopefully we see you next week. Next Sunday, I will be back here streaming with all of you. We'll play a game. I don't know what game. In the meantime, have a wonderful week, friends. I hope you have a excellent 7 days. And a big thank you to for our amazing moderators once again for all their help here, and to each and every one of you for being here, making this community what it is. Would not be one iota as special without all of you. Good night, friends. Good night, Bolos. Good night, Biscuit. Good night, Potato Boy, Chuba Fett, Derpalord, Attractive, Yakinono, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.